light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your thoughts. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah, Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Yeah, DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, adjust the habit. DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see a girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, adjust the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. If you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, adjust the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I got talk. Bringing light, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed, Yeah. DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way. Or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. America, come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah, Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah.
All right, good evening. Thanks for joining me. My name is Damon Phillips. Sorry for the late start. Dang, that was all of 10 minutes. So this TikTok studio thing is giving me a hard time. I was trying to go live from my computer, but it wasn't allowing me. So I end up have to resort to my phone. So for those of you joining this evening, can somebody comment to let me know if you're hearing me on my phone? Because I'm doing this road connection thing with my Bluetooth, so I'm not sure if you can hear me. So YouTube, I'm not YouTube. Um, Yes, okay. They're hearing me on over there on TikTok. So we're live this evening. My name is Damon Phillips. As I said before, you're supposed to know that by now. But just in case you didn't know, that's what the DP stands for, right? It stands for Damon Phillips. My promo said that too. And again, I do apologize for that 10 minutes of trying. It seemed like it was working at one point and then it just decided that it wasn't working. What are we talking about tonight? Let me just jump to it. So I'm getting annoyed because uh, I remember when the prime minister announced, or the government, I should say, for that matter, announced that there will be a portal where you can make your contribution to. But I'm look nice over here, Sasa. Ooh, need to do this more often. Um, yeah, I'm looking better on TikTok with the what is it called? Horizontal vertical, yeah. So yeah, sorry about that. I think I suffer from one of them D something there, OCD, ADHD, something. Not making fun of. I'm just saying. I think I am. So when the government announced the portal for you to support, which is supportjamaica.gov.jm, I realized that it wasn't getting any support or any mention from the opposition, which I find it interesting because there was a report of Fitz Jackson representing the opposition at some breakfast dinner prior, United, the day of, yeah. And I was wondering to why Nationwide used the leader of the opposition photograph when the message was brought to us by Fitz Jackson, who is the shadow spokesperson on security, which I think would I hear something from him. But anyway, not sidetrack. So yeah, they used his the leader of the opposition photo with Fitz Jackson calling for unity. And I was saying to myself, where's the unity? Because I'm not seeing it. Because you don't want to think if the government in record time published a website for donation on behalf of the country, Melissa Relief Fund, you'd want to assume that the money, well, you'd want to assume that everybody would get on board and, try to direct the fund. I remember talking to Akeem. I don't know if he'll be joining us tonight, one of my contributor. If he does, I will be adding him to the live. But he told me from the get go that he can understand, and I heard it from other places too, other quarters, that there's a low trust deficit with with politics and politicians. So maybe there are people who aren't keen on giving their money to the government, which I think part of that is because of how misinformed most people are. I've made an observation that the hardest Parliament has been scrutinized is since September 3rd. There were people now that I hear them talking about Parliament and what gone in a Parliament that had no interest in Parliament prior to September 3rd. So that have sparked. I think the third term have sparked something, this has ignite something in Jamaicans to say, I need to know what's going on in my Parliament, which is a good thing. Not bashing it. Because I heard this and I believe in it. If you have a strong opposition, they will push the government to be even better. And I always say, I think I I don't know about no, but I used to say for the last two terms that we need to have the PNP in opposition for a little bit longer because they come up with some good ideas and good suggestions from time to time. And I'm old enough to see that when they're in government, we don't hear these kind of things, but they're kind of slipping. So back to the relief money. And let me share my opinion first. I believe that anybody who put it out there to say they're collecting money on behalf of Melissa should come out and tell us how the money is spending, who is spending the money, who has the permission to spend the money. I think those things are critical. We need to know these things, right? That is my opinion. However, people who have been doing their lives on social media, TikTok all over, the PNP supporters, that is, they have this take that no, they don't need to do that. There's one that I have some regards for, Simon Croskill. I used to work for the media company that he works for now. And somebody said it and I repeated a couple of times, but I heard it for myself last week. And I was quick enough to actually do the recording where his stance is the PNP, it's a private organization, which this is the first I'm hearing that because I thought both political parties were public bodies. So for Simon to take the stance to say the PNP is a private body, hence they don't need to tell us anything. I think that's bollocks, as Simon yourself would say, because I don't know, maybe it's my ignorance, but this just remind me, and it give this fishy smell, no pun intended, this horrible smell of Traffic Guru. So for those of you who are way younger than me and may have not read about the Traffic Guru, let me just give you a quick summary of what the Traffic Guru thingy was. So we had a company that was extracting oil for us, some deal. I don't remember which country it was from. And we're coming up to an election. And people are citing quid pro quo because the company wanted to get back the deal to extract oil on behalf of Jamaica. So they gave some money. You can go and look it up. Just look up Traffic Guru scandal, Jamaica, and you can read everything about it. And the Prime Minister herself, which was Portia Simpson Miller at the time, had no idea about the money. So I can recall when my colleague asked her about the Traffic Guru money, Portia Simpson Miller said, "Don't ask me, ask the party." That was her response, which some people took it a kind of way, but the truth is she was telling the truth. The Prime Minister at the time had no idea about no Traffic Guru money. None whatsoever. This is one of the reasons why PNP couldn't wait to see the back of the former DPP, Parla Llewellyn, because somebody had to represent the Dutch company in court. And as the DPP, she went to court to ask question on behalf, because again, this is where it gets ticklish, because campaign financing will always be a thing. There was nothing illegal in terms of where Jamaica was concerned for them to accept money. However, like I said, it got ticklish because the Dutch company was saying, Traffic Guru was saying, they gave a contribution to the country. And the PNP, if I'm not, let me not call any name because I can't take a lawsuit. But there's a CC, let's just call the person CC for now, was fingering the collection and amongst others. And the PNP was adamant that the money was campaign financing. The PNP was adamant that the money they received was campaign financing. It has nothing to do with the country. Even when I talk to my good friend and brother, Shaka Fame, every time I bring it up, he said his stance is the Traffic Guru money was not taxpayer money. I keep on looking at the screen because I think I'm looking handsome tonight for some reason. I don't know. Is it a jewelry? I don't know. So I'm distracting myself by looking at myself. That doesn't make me gay, does it? I'm just asking. Anyways, so Colin Shekafim's stance is that the Trafigura money was not government funding, were neither was it taxpayers' money. So therefore, we the Jamaican people should not be so concerned, which I think that's bollocks. Again, borrowing Simon Kraskill, one of his favorite expression, because if the money was given to Jamaica, whether it was campaign financing, by extension, Jamaica should benefit because PMP, again, refuting Simon's point that PMP is a private entity. No, it is a public body. Unless somebody can tell me otherwise, it is a public body. So there was some tug of war because, again, PMP was saying the money wasn't a donation to Jamaica. And Trafigura, the company, was saying, no, it's illegal in their country to make a contribution to a political party. So this is where the whole thing kind of got muddy because Trafigura wanted to clear their behind and protect their asses by saying, we did not do something illegal in our country, which was to give money to a political party. So that would be campaign financing. What we did was to give the money to Jamaica as a gift, which those of us with sense know that no, they wanted one hand to wash the other, meaning the quid pro quo, because they wanted to get the deal to continue extracting oil on behalf of the Jamaican people. So that's the stance from the PNP. And I think, and this is why I brought it up, because I think they're doing the same thing with the portal they set up to collect money on behalf of Melissa. They did say collecting on behalf of Melissa, and where people are questioning, where is that money? Who is in charge of that money? Is that money being spent? I saw several clips out of Westmoreland where people, please like and share the live, please. I only have 12 people on YouTube right now. Did I say good evening to my land? Well, not my land, my radio listeners. We're live on Vibes Corner Radio out of Connecticut. So let me big up management and fellow colleagues, big up on yourself. All right. So we're live on YouTube, we're live on VCR, and we're live on TikTok. And I see the hearts going up, so that means some people are tapping. Can I get 100K likes? Likes are free. If you notice, I don't ask for galaxies and dragon and tigers and bears and all of these things. Yeah, I don't. So share the link. Invite some people. Let them come and join so we can have a robust conversation, right? Still waiting. Lester cost me last week, so I never did send him the invite. And I sent him this week. I'm not see him yet. So, yeah. All right. So, like I said, this is why it kind of sting to me, because if Simon Kraskill is saying that it's not, PMP is a private entity, so we as Jamaicans don't have a right. And again, this is what kind of make it kind of funny or interesting. Let me use that expression, because apart from the PNP MPs, which let me add, the MP for East Portland, Isaac Buchanan, he has not one but two GoFundMe running. Right? One from last year for burial recovery, and one, sorry, not last year, the year before last, 2024, and also one from last year for Melissa. Now, what we know with the GoFundMe, you can see the target set. You have to set a target and you can see how much has been collected. You have the option where you can give anonymously or you can make your thing be known or just give yourself a name, right? But with the PNP portal, you don't have that. All you have is click donate. So there's no one that can actually tell us what exactly is happening. And I have some clips I want to play for you to substantiate my point. Like I say, one is going to be of Simon repeating or responding to a text message on his radio station, Power 106. Somebody was asking, inquiring about the money collected on behalf of the Melissa's relief from the PNP. And he stated, like I've said before, the PNP is a private entity, blah, 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 blah. He didn't even mention the money was collected on behalf of Melissa. For some reason, he omitted that, that name. He must know why he did that. Also, I'm going to play one from Shaka Fame. Also, nobody asked him a question. He was on his live and he brought it up, saying there are people asking about the money that the PMP have collected, and PMP have this thing of deflecting. And the what about is him. You know what I mean? I say, so if you're asking them a question, and you're going to hear this with the third clip I'm going to play, this is from Ingram, where I asked a question. I was in the box, not in the box, I was in the comment section, and I asked the question, what happened to the money collected on behalf of Jamaicans? And again, I'm saying, if that said this money is for PNP, they're collecting on behalf of PNP, then Jamaicans don't have a right to know about that, because that's party money. I would not question where the Jews is used for, them party Jews where them have to pay. Me not question that. But they did not say it was PNP money they were collecting. They set up the portal asking for relief for Jamaica. So if you ask me, I think that we have a right to know where that money is, who is in charge of that money, who is spending that money, where is that money being spent, and all of that. So let me see if I can do this. Where is my mute button? I do not want to sign in. All right, so I'm trying to play from TikTok from one of my PCs. All right, volume is up there. So I don't know why I'm not hearing. Oh, I was turning up the wrong thing. It is low. It's playing, but it's low for some reason. I don't know why. All right. So this is where I should have experiment before. Like I said, I see it playing. It's just not coming through. Maybe I need to select the output. That's what I need to do. Yeah, so if you're just joining, let me say good evening. Thanks for joining. My name is Damian Phillips. We do this every Monday night from 9. It's supposed to be 9 until 10, but sometime it goes beyond 10 o'clock. Let's see what tonight have to offer us. So I'm asking about the money that the PMP collected. And I would be so upset if I don't get to play these audios, because they actually speak to exactly what I want to talk about. So again, the PMP having this thing where they're deflecting and saying, yes, it is on earphones. So why it's not playing? Why it's not playing? I'm gonna cry. Input, output. So the PMP having this thing where they're deflecting and saying, you don't need to know about the money. Like, no, that's our business. Which I happened to be on Shaka's live earlier.
And accountability, but still the Jamaican people, including their own supporters, hear a word concerning their collection of those funds. Supporters like Salah, the TT Metro. You people
So
need
now
to
that we have
speak
it,
to
let's
the
take
hierarchy.
it from the
It will
top.
look good. Well, once again, O'Neill, as I've stated.
So O'Neill texting to Simon's show asking about the money. So this is Simon's
And
response.
accountability, but still the Jamaican people, including their, have here a word concerning their collection of those funds. Supporters like Salah, the TT Metro. You people need to speak to the hierarchy. It not look good. Well, once again, O'Neill, as I've stated in the past, the PNP collecting money on behalf of whatever is their concern as a private organization, has nothing to do with taxpayer money or so. So I'm not sure what you'd expect to hear from. And you said to help their supporters. And that might be the difference. It's not about helping their supporters or GLP supporters. It's about helping Jamaican citizens who are in need. I think you're searching desperately. Um, it not sound so good.
All right. So that is Simon saying, it no sound so good. He thinks O'Neill is searching. Yes, O'Neill is searching for the information to tell us where the backside money there. What is wrong with that? So, Simon, I think you're being disingenuous. I think you are the one, you're not searching, you're stretching to cover up something. What is it that you're covering up, Simon Kraskill? Let me play this again.
And accountability, but still the Jamaican people, including their own supporters, can't hear a word concerning their collection of those funds. Supporters like Salah, the TT Metro, you people need to speak to the hierarchy. It not look good. Um, well, once again, O'Neill, as I've stated in the past, the PNP collecting money on behalf of whatever is their concern as a private organization, has nothing to do with taxpayer money or so. So I'm not sure um, what you'd expect to hear from. And you said to help their supporters. And that might be the difference. It's not about helping their supporters or GLP supporters. It's about helping Jamaican citizens who are in need. I think you're searching desperately.
All right. So as Simon rightfully say, yes. And that's the point I was making. If it was a case where they said the money was for their supporters, then again, none of us would have the right to be questioning it. If the PNP don't think that they should know about it, then we don't have the right to question that. But that's it. It was not the PNP that said them collecting the money for themselves. That was not the case. The case was that they said this is Melissa Relief Fund. So every Jamaican have the right to know where that money went. If I'm saying something wrong, tell me. If you disagree with me, tell me. But again, they have the heart of doing things. And I heard on a live before I came on earlier that somebody is ascribing, some stuff to the PNP and saying, listen, man, the PNP is full of scholars and they know exactly what to do and what to say to cover stuff. So the person was saying there may be some, no, what the person said was that the PNP, before they do anything, they actually think about it and couple step ahead of how to do what. So again, I don't know if Simon position is from a place where he says that he's a socialist. So all right, so Caution say him not hear me. This person say yes, I'm hearing you. Caution, maybe you need to remove the wax from your ears. Maybe that will help. I don't know. I'm just saying. Caution, I'm a virgin. Caution, you want to come tell me where the money there? Me willing for ear, Can you come and tell me where is the money? More from Caution. When Andrew go tell us, okay, so the same Caution that say he couldn't hear me is now saying when Andrew go tell us. No, I knew somebody would have brought that up. So let's go to it. All the money that is collected on the supportjamaica.gov.jm is accounted for. You can actually go and see it. So this is the problem I have with PNP. They have the cake and eat it. So at one point they're saying the prime minister no spend none of the money, and then now they're saying where's the money. So Caution said PNP is a private organization, and I think none of us knew this before they decided as a private entity to collect money on behalf of the country. So that means they shouldn't be collecting no money on behalf of the country. If they're a private entity, collect money for no party. How about that? JLP is a private organization. Philippians say Caution, PNP is a public political party. So I didn't know that we have private parties running for government does that, just listen to that and tell me if it makes sense to you. Does it make sense that we can have a private political party? First thing, from you put on political on it. That cannot be, sir. It's from a European country. Philippines. What exactly you say? It's from a European country. Yeah. So I need some proof. So Caution, give me some proof that it's a private entity. Excellent. I heard him talking about a crap over Shaka Fame show earlier, and I wanted to play a clip, but I'm using my phone to stream, so I don't think I'll be able to play it. Where he was saying that if somebody's spending, so again, let's me even backtrack that. So if PNP collect on behalf of the country relief, and it's a private organization, does that money now become private or it's public money? The public's money. This is a question to you, Mr. Excellence. Sorry, I'm not like when people, just like when I say excellence. So, Excellence is asking, should a private citizen be spending state money? So now, public and state is different because state now is saying government money. That's what you're trying to say, sir? And it's interesting to see over here, Excellent, because I've been up in couple boxes and you say you don't want to stay in a box while I'm on. So it's interesting to have you on my live. I appreciate that. He's asking, what about the accusation levied against Dr. Charles by the MP from Eastern St. Thomas? What about the accusation levied? Okay, so you repeat yourself. I'm seeing it, sir. I don't know why you think you need to repeat it or rephrase it. What about the accusation? Come and tell me about the accusation. Yep. Come and tell me about the accusation, which you guys are going to hear Ingram's position on this topic. And maybe I should borrow that answer from Ingram to say, if something has been illegal or done illegal in St. Thomas, you and your minions, Excellent, why don't report it to the police, MOCA and FID and all of that, and let the chips fall where they lay? Like, do what you need to do. Yeah. Okay, so I'm said around 50 times. Philippines Excellent in a card that's PNP. Philippines, what you say, sir? RONNIE. Philippines, come better than that, man. You know you're better than that. All right, so if you're just joining me, let me say good evening and thanks for joining. If you comment on my screen, I'll be reading it. I'm just grabbing some comments from TikTok where I'm on right now. I'm going to try to experiment and see if I can bring in somebody since I'm using my phone, and if we can make them a part of the conversation. Again, I'm going to experiment. I haven't done it before. So some of the time they may have to just learn right there and then. All right. So my assistant sending me over these, only sending me around 5 times. I saw the same thing from that gentleman. So the question is, where is the money from? Where is the money that the PNP has been collecting? I can show you, I can even bring it up on my screen where Isaac Buchanan has 2 GoFundMe running. And like I was saying earlier, what I like about the GoFundMe is that you see the target and you can see who made the donations and all of that. Unlike the portal, you can't see because you just click to donate. Same thing like Jamaica. All right.
People asking the PNP, so why is it a problem with people asking the PNP about how much money they have raised in the name of Melissa Relief? came across a video which a PMP saying people are trying to find out how much money the PMP have made. Why we have to be trying to find out? And this is the people who keep on talking about transparency and integrity.
And we need to hear, I hear some people trying to find out how much the PNP collect to assist people in the hurricane relief. We need to know how much the Labour Party collect, because what the government is spending is not the Labour Party money. It's money that has been donated.
Somebody asking on TikTok whose voice is that. So this is one of my videos I have up asking. Okay, some people saying nobody's asking, which is not true. There are people asking. I'm one of them. So that's a video
I asked. Why is it a problem with people asking the PNP about how much money they have raised in the name of Melissa Relief? Came across a video which a PNP saying people are trying to find out how much money the PNP have made. Why we have to be trying to find out? And this is the people who keep on talking about transparency and integrity.
And we need to hear, I hear some people trying to find out how much the PNP collect to assist people in the hurricane relief. We need to know how much the Labour Party collect, because what the government is spending is not the Labour Party money. It's money that has been donated.
So as you hear, Shaka Fame is now saying, him hear people asking, what about the money that the PMP collect? And we should be asking, what about the money that the JLP? And again, pivoting, moving the goalposts, this is something that PMP is blessed with, because answer the question. You brought it up, you took it upon yourself, Shaka Fame, to say people asking about the money. Answer. Tell us where the money there. Why you pivoting? Because Katabi, big up. I haven't seen, maybe I'm wrong. I did ask for people to tell me, where can I see GoFundMe or anything other than Support Jamaica? That one person, and I'm going to play that one now, Avrego or some stupid name. I was on Ingram Live, and when I asked this question, he told Extreme to answer or bring up some clip. What they brought up, because you won't be able to see it, I'm just playing the audio from my iMac. What they brought up was, they're saying that Vegas had a GoFundMe from Mosquito Nets and it only raised $300 and something. So where's that $300 and something? So again, first I jump out and say, no, they don't need to answer that. They don't need to answer. Well, let me experiment with this. Paul, can you hear me?
No. Yeah, I hear you, but you may wonder if you hear me. You hear me?
May I hear you? No, because I never turn up the channel. So what I'm experimenting with using my Rode broadcaster and my phone, and I'm connecting it Bluetooth. So you chill with me, or you just want to talk? Which one?
No, man, but no, what may I say no? The PNP asked where's the JLP, what the JLP not have now, the Jamaica government have.
Right.
JLP not have a fund where they collect.
And that's what I asked, because you heard what Shaka Fame said a while ago. They want to know where the funds, where the JLP collected. And I don't see no JLP collected nothing. Like I say, I heard that
no, the JLP not collect no fund.
I heard that at the MP Miss Falls in St. James, I heard that she has several crowdfunding running, one in US dollar, one in Jamaican. Like I said, I know about ISAT. I'm going to bring that up on my screen and display it. He has two running, one from Beryl 2024 and one from Melissa 2025. And both of them have collected more. One is almost 90% of the target, so over 20-something thousand US. So I played, which one the first one? Simon Kraskill saying the PMP is a private entity, so they don't need to tell us diddly squat. You heard Shaka Fame saying, him hear people are asked. Now let's go to the live with Ingram. Big up MP Chuck, he was on there as well, and pushing them to answer my question. So let's hear from Ingram Live when I posed the question about the GoFundMe money.
Political party.
Yes, you know.
Can we get back to the crime reduction conversation, Mr. Ingram? Hold on, man.
Hold on. Conversation, man. You wait. As common
some people come here, nobody that answering about the money PMP is collecting.
That was my question.
Answering about money PMP have collected. And a matter of fact, Alvaro.
Why should someone answer that, Mr. Ingram? If they want to find out, they need to go and do their research.
No,
that was extreme.
Last week. My comment from last week, extreme, is that if you have any information that the police, that the PMP or the JLP collected money and has dealt with it through our thief money or whatever, you go carry that information to the police. Carry information to the police. If you have any information that the PMP or the JLP is collecting money and using it in otherwise, take the information to the police and do not put up a crime.
Extreme. You want to say I'm going to put in a big box. And I learned,
yes.
They learned the piece of the Prime Minister. Put up a GoFundMe, say my calculate before me say what me I go say. Do you know that picture if you put up? Everybody that collecting money for mosquito repellent. So put up, you make ask some question now.
Hold on,
Mr. Ingram, we are going to ask two questions because a man come ask where money there. So we are going to ask where two money there now. Because we have to split justice, you know.
Yeah, ask more every money.
Yes.
So we want to see him so they know who.
It's unfortunate because we can't
Mr. Ingram, don't you believe that before these two judge reports deflect the question, they should answer the one that was posed to them first?
There was no question posed to me before. So I can't
Somebody
answer
asked what happened to the money that was collected.
And I said to you, we're going to provide the proof.
That have been answered, Chuck. That have been answered, Chuck.
No, it does not. They have not answered the question.
Yeah, but of course they've been answered.
Mr. Ingram,
I answered the question about 2 weeks ago.
Well, we're going to put up another receipt.
The moment I heard that question, Chuck, I advised the populace who is asking the question that if they have any information you have, that the PMP
then the CM goes, the CM goes
collecting money in Jamaica.
The question that they are
collecting money in Jamaica. Listen my argument.
Respect for
any Jamaican have any money that the PMP or the JLP is collecting money under false pretenses, take it to the police.
Mr. Ingram, we have got switch box.
Mr. Ingram, then the same answer.
All right, Mr. Ingram, put that box. Maybe a second, Mr. Finley.
Yes, go ahead.
All right, so then we ask, where's the PMP money? Can you also, on your time when you see your good little friend, Mr. Vegas, ask him where's the mosquito repellent go for me money as well?
And I will give you the same answer that
so if you can't ask me where's the money,
that Mr.
why is it that you have
No, Chuck, this is
as a well-known artist who is on social media,
if you have information,
I am speaking.
So if you're just joining me, I'm playing a recording I did. I was privileged enough to got a question in on Ingram's Live, where I asked the question, what about the PMP money where them collect? And you can just hear them bob and weaving and spinning all over the place. No, Ivera is saying, can I even say mosquito repellent? It's a repellent money. Well, let that slide. So now they're down to Vegas. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even know if Vegas is a member of the JLP. I know that he talks strongly and highly of the JLP, but how we're asking about the PNP portal, money collected on behalf of the Melissa Relief, right? And they're bringing up that's the best you can come up with, Extreme and Alvera. That's the best you can come up with. Nah, man, make it make sense.
I'm speaking as a well-known, well-established celebrity. You only could have raised $344 in over a month of collecting money to buy mosquito net the people, $344.
So you ask where's the money?
Yeah. Where is that money? Where is it?
If you have any information that Mr. Vegas is
Me never saying a mysterious activity. You ask where's the money and we ask where's the money.
We can go and research.
Take it to
We
the
don't see no
police.
distribution, we don't see nothing at all.
Alright, Chuck Finley.
We don't see no distribution,
You
no
ask
nothing. Yeah?
hold on next stream.
No distribution, no nothing. Change the police in
So,
more than a
hold
month.
on.
More than a month. That's all they could have raised.
Hold on. Kerry, if you come here and refer to
Kerry, big up
Alvaro,
yourself.
if you come here and make those comments pertaining to Alvaro, I will block you from my life permanently. You're out of order. You have no credibility to come here and question Alvaro. Don't be rude. Don't be rude.
Hold on, me say this to you.
Don't be rude, Kerry. Don't be rude.
You see person make a comment.
Don't be rude.
You see person make you see him comment, we give them that narrative. Just ask them if they're not being served by an attorney to provide the receipt.
Okay.
You see, there you go.
Okay.
We're deflecting to no personal.
Well, sir,
This is important, Chuck. No, Chuck. I have been acquainted with Alvaro.
I can provide documentation to you.
Mr. Ingram,
He maintain a pattern and style. Anything he says,
Abiy, you don't have the brain of Abiy. You don't have the brain of Abiy.
That is what I'm talking. I don't know Alvaro personally, but since I'm acquainted with him on the blog,
Mr. Ingram,
every time he mentions anything,
Mr. Ingram,
he bring proof.
He tolerates disrespect and he endorses disrespect.
Mr. Ingram. Again,
Yes, Chuck.
Again, now you have been here from morning. We have been having a good discussion.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Since you come up here, Alvaro called me an idiot. I know this.
No, you called.
Alvaro called me a dummy.
Yes, I did.
Telling me I don't
I know.
Mr. Ingram, I enjoyed the conversation with you this morning, but this is where I take my exit.
Because again, why don't you?
Mr. Ingram, I said this to you.
I will
When
go
they
where my money
did
is,
it to the
and I will not
president.
stick around where the shit is. So have a
Bye,
good day, Mr. Ingram.
Felicia. Bye. Bye,
Mr. Ingram, let me just say this.
Bye, Felicia.
Let me just say this and put it out there clear.
So there you have it. I went over some more. So again, 3 clips substantiating my point. 3 PNP supporters, well, 1, 2, Simon Kraskill, then Colin Bell, Shaka Fame, then Ingram, Alvaro, and Extreme. So 6 of them. Same narrative. If you ask me, that is something that I like about the PNP. They're very united. Even if it's in foolishness, they are very united. They're saying, and you heard it, when the same argument is put to them, then they're deflecting again. Because when we ask about the money collected on behalf of the Melissa Refund for Jamaica, not PNP, the deflection is, where is the money collected by the JLP? I guess Alvaro and our excellent never share with Shaka Fame about the money that they're saying Vegas collected $300 and something, which what is $300 and something? He never have that. All he was saying is where's the money from the P. So they do this, yeah. And as Kanto Ingram, his stance from the question came up last week, which would have been the week before, is that if you have knowledge that money was collected and misused, you should report it to the police. Now, they have a way when them want to kill stuff. And I heard it with Andrew and all of that. Them say, Andrew try get him thing through, that's why I'm go court. So they can go court and they can say, go take it to the police when it's convenient to them. They don't want to answer. So Ingram cop-out is, if you know that there's money that is missing, go to the police. Him no want answer nothing. I was on Robinson Live and hear them basically saying, PNP saying they didn't know nothing about the money. They are PNP supporters that have no idea that there are several crowdfunding set up by PNP NPs. Neither do they know that they are people who, not people, the party itself carried out were not carried out. The party itself set up a page where you can collect money. They can collect money. All right. So Paul helped me to find out that my experiment worked. So if you guys want to send me a request to join my box, that's what they call it on TikTok, you can send the request. I can add you to the platform and you can talk to me, tell me what you want to tell me. All right. As long as it's not SYM or anything along that line, you will be accommodating. So Katabi is asking if the PMP is a private entity, is the JLP one as well? Me really want to know. Anybody have the answer for that? Anybody can tell us if our political parties are public or private party? Can anybody tell us that? And let me ask AI, see if, all right, that not gonna work. But like I said, I have proof I want to share with you guys that Isaac Buchanan is not running one, but two GoFundMe. One on behalf of, he said it's the Beryl Recovery, Building Back Portland or something to that effect. And the other is, I just did something a while ago. Okay, donate to support East Portland Relief Support Organization, Isaac Buchanan. I'm going to bring that up on my screen because I scanned to them, Isaac a big liar, you know, so can't take a lawsuit. Again, to my TikTok viewers, if you want to come up in the box, as they call it, just send the request and I will add you to the box. So, GoFundMe. Operation East Portland Relief Support. Target, Operation East Portland. Target $50K, that's $50,000. So far, they have raised $22,147. They have the donate button, they have the share button. Who is that? Merle Pike, 7 months ago, donated $400. Claudette W. Grant, 5 months ago, donated $75. Rosemary Bryan, 6 months ago, donated $73. Anonymous, 100, and it goes on and on and on. I'm not making this up, right? Operation East Portland Relief Support. Target of 50,000. ISAT have raised 45% of that, which is 22,147. All right. So you can still donate, and it's been run by Isaac Buchanan, organizer out of what's that? Palm Beach. That's what that says, Florida, and you can contact him. All right. That is one. So we're not lying. And you see the big GoFundMe up there. So do we have a right? And may I go say we, because I am from East Portland. That is where my vote is. Do I have a right as a constituent? Or if I ask Isaac these questions, he's going to tell me that me can't read me and my family, like how he told Son of Punkus, that, you know, him office is open and you can go and you can every day of the week. I think that's what he said. So if you guys want to be added to the box, send me a request. I can bring you up. So the other one, let me display this one. This was from the Melissa. Somebody came up in the box? Want to talk to me or no? Hello? Hello? Share. Support Isaac Buchanan rebuild efforts. This one is 30,000. Now, I've been told that I have a very analytical mind. Wasn't Melissa more severe? Oh no, maybe Melissa did not affect East Portland as bad as Beryl did. Okay, all right. So I answer my own question. But the point is, I think the other one I showed was a 30,000, or both of them. No, the previous one, Beryl, was 50, and for Melissa is 30,000. So he's at 93%, $26,906. And last person donated 5 days ago was $1,000. Moral Agency donated $5,000 a month ago. Judy Tuna Smith donated 1,000. So ISAT collecting money. Support ISAT Buchanan rebuilding effort. Sorry. Now, for the love of me, I can't see why it's a problem with us asking. And the powers that be, their response is, one, you heard I played Simon Kraskill say it's a private entity. So nobody needs to know anything about them. So I guess the other day, or a couple of years ago, when I was really questioning all of these charity that came up and said they're building house and stuff for people, might as well left them alone. Everybody just eat a food off of Jamaica. So we have somebody that want to talk to me in the box or no? Going once, going twice. No? Don't want to talk to me? All right, so let's disconnect. How we do this? Disconnect. Yep, we still have, no, we're out of time. Time done. So, Lester, don't ramp with me. Last week, you cussed me, say, me never add you to the, send you the invite, and this week, me send you the invite, and you show up. Big up yourself, anyway, there, Blazer, and Akeem as well. So like I say, so this is the question. Apart from where the money is, this is the question. Is the PNP and the JLP a private entity? So they can come out and say, again, I'm saying, hold on, this not show set, oh no, different something that. Again, I'm saying, if the PNP had said that we're collecting money on behalf of the PNP, maybe I still would be cheeky and saying, hold on, so I want to collect money, you want to know the money, da, 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 da. But I don't think it will carry as much weight as this now, where the money, they said the money is supposed to be for the relief fund. Like this one, you see I have up with ISAT. So what is wrong with us asking where is the money and where is the money spent? ISAT Buchanan, come to the front of the line, sir. Have you spent any of this money that you have been collecting, whether it was from Beryl or no? And I'm being serious here. People, you can't call for accountability. And again, let me give it to Dr. Herbert Gale. Because I did send this question to him on air, and he did answer and reply and say, come on, PMP, don't drop the ball. You cannot be calling for accountability and transparency, but you're not practicing what you're demanding, not even preaching. You are not practicing what you're demanding. It's hypocritical. And I don't want nobody tell me about, because Simon have this thing when I repeat over and over and say, I don't cuss opposition, I cuss government. And I hear a lot of people with it. I've been asking Simon that question. He keeps saying that money is private and public funds. Oh, it's private and not public funds. I don't know if this is O'Neill. I did play the clip, which I'm going to play again. It's good night to you too. As ISAT show what he used those 20,000+ for. No, Ketabi, that's why I'm asking. That is why I'm asking the question. So, I don't know. It's like, is a kangaroo, no, banana republic where run? And you know what? Me I put some heat. Because I know one MP where him not ramp with them. I am going to challenge MP Vaz, because I hear them complaining, saying, you shouldn't be the forerunner on this Melissa relief thingy. So, Mr. Vaz, call them out for me, no, because I'm not afraid of them, you know. In a campaign the other day, I'll TOK sang me you play and drop on them. I'll do it, me know if that's why them vote out your wife, because I come like them man, they come down with a vengeance. Yeah, I'll play TOK for them. I don't know, I'm just saying. But Mr. Vaz, call them out. Portland is Portland. East and West affect each other. Call out Isaac Buchanan, make him come tell us where him use the money from the two GoFundMe to do. Call him out. And also, some fire need for blaze up under the backside of the PNP, because I do not buy Simon Kraskill position. And the question I was asking a while ago, so give it to them that yes, both political parties are private parties, right? When they collect money on behalf of the country, does that money now become private money because it went to a private body? Or that money is public money, which if you check out my TikTok page, you're going to hear the same hypocritical excellence when it come and I try to sound like he's a, I may left the descriptive part of it. He said that if people are spending public funds without, I may not even know a term I'm use, but I think it's the same thing. If they're spending public funds, I left them party alone, maybe it's not them party. I believe if them say them a collect on behalf, because if they're not, then that's grounds for fraud and that's grounds for a mocha to come in, if you ask me. I'm not legally trained, so let me just put that out there. But if you come up, like no, there is a term for it. You have a nice term for it, you know. If you collect money falsely, somebody drop it in a chat for me. Now come to me right now. If you collect money falsely, embezzlement. Now so you go. Yeah. If you collect money and say it's for XYZ and you're not using the funds for that, and again, let's go back and point out how hypocritical these people are. The all of them they that drag the Prime Minister the other day and say, oh, him use charity money. Hello? Hello? So, what good for the goose, not good for the gander. And because PNP is in opposition for 3 consecutive terms, they can do anything they want and get away with it. They are at liberty to do whatever they want and get away with it. That's what they're telling us? Is that what they're telling us? Because they're not in government, yo, do anything you want to do. So, this is the clip with the radio man telling us that the PNP is a private organization. So they don't have to tell us anything. Although they collected money on behalf of
those funds. Supporters like Salam, the TT Metro. You people need to speak to the hierarchy. It will look good. Well, once again, Anil, as I've stated in the past, the PNP collecting money on behalf of whatever is their concern as a private organization, has nothing to do.
The PNP, listen, you know, the word is very powerful. The PNP collecting money on behalf of whatever. Man not even have the balls to say Melissa Relief Fund. You hear them stay? Simon Kraskill, big media personality in Jamaica. Someone to beat the sovereignty thing. That's coming there, a sovereign party. Simon does not have the balls, Simon Kraskill that is, to call it what it is. PNP set up a portal to collect money on behalf of Melissa Relief. That's what it is, Simon. Not whatever. Say what it is. Not whatever. Why you can't say what it is?
People, including their own supporters, can't hear a word concerning their collection of those funds. Supporters like Salam, the TT Metro, you people need to speak to the hierarchy. It may look good. Well, once again, O'Neill, as I've stated in the past, the PNP collecting money on behalf of whatever is their concern as a private organization, has nothing to do with taxpayer money or so. I'm not sure what you'd expect to hear from. And you said to help their supporters. That might be the difference. It's not about helping their supporters or GLP supporters. It's about helping Jamaican citizens who are in need. I think you're searching desperately. It not sound so good. And accountability, but still the Jamaican people, including their own supporters, can't hear a word concerning their collection of those funds. Supporters like Salam, the TT Metro, you people need to speak to the hierarchy. It may look good. Well, once again, O'Neill, as I've stated in the past, the PNP collecting money on behalf of whatever is their concern as a private organization, has nothing to do with taxpayer money or so.
So we're at all part time, and thanks for technology, I get to play what excellent thing should
If
happen.
you are spending public funds without authorization, anybody at all without authorization, it's that amount to a criminal matter, and I think the matter should be escalated to the police. And let the chips fall where they may. So if the member of parliament is making false accusations against her, let the chips fall. They put up the member of parliament at her feet. Or if Dr. Charles did what is accused, let the chips fall where they may.
Hold on,
This is a matter. If you are spending public funds without authorization.
So, Excellency, your answer to the question. You asked the question a while ago. Here's the answer. If you are spending public funds, report it to the police. Good evening. If you are spending public funds without authorization, if you're collecting money on behalf of the Jamaican people and not spending it accordingly, then this should be reported to the police. So, excellent. Oh, you have the answer. I have a call. You have ask me.
At all, without authorization. It's that amount to a criminal.
If the PNP can't tell us where is the money and what they have been using the money to do, if it's not to help the people of the affected areas, it's tantamount. Yo, just trust me. I just love it when cockmouth is killing cock, you know. Yeah. By the way, I know you're a little piece of mix up because me YouTube people are not convert to TikTok yet, you know. I was rolling on the floor last night. I think I'm going to give you guys a little stint of what transpired last night against the same backdrop because PNP was bashing each other because there's some conspiracy, that's some scamming thing going on. But excellent, this answer your question, excellent. You're asking me about the allegation in St. Thomas? Listen to your voice.
If you are spending public funds without authorization, anybody at all without authorization, it's that amount to a criminal matter, and I think the matter should be escalated to the police. And let the chips fall where they may. So if the member of parliament is making false accusations against her, let the chips fall. They put up the member of parliament at her feet. Or if Dr. Charles did what is accused, let the chips fall where they may.
Hold on,
This is a matter. If you are
they complain of overvoting anywhere in the last election. So they didn't really have much to do with it.
No, he was making the point that the 39%, let's run it off to 40%. The 40% voter turnout might actually be higher because the voters list is inflated. That's what he was saying. He wasn't blaming the dead people on anything. He was just saying that the number we have, that the 40% estimate we have calculated, may actually not be correct. Yeah, and quite a number of people, including my brethren and various scholars, believe that the proportion we have, the voter turnout, is not accurate because the voters list is too fat.
Dr. Gale, what I know, there was a lot of hanky-panky took place in this election that went on.
This one gone?
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of that. Wow. Because the JLP used some strategy, right? Because they to win the election.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of people who came down from diaspora who came in to vote,
mm-hmm.
who say they were in line for 3 hours,
mm-hmm.
didn't get to cast their vote. Some said that they went home and come back, right? And that happened in most of these PNP stronger, see that the PNP would win.
So you're suggesting that the EOJ had a little scratch head going on?
Yes, the director needs to remove too. Then what they did was saying that their thing was some electronic voting thing that they use, and they was having problem with it.
Okay.
So that was holding up the process.
Okay.
But that was a strategy they used, right? And then again, we saw where people, if you're in a line at 5 o'clock, don't you should allow to vote? If you're not bank and the bank not going to put you out.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but there's also a point you have to pay attention to as to how far behind the PNP were coming from.
The line?
No, I'm saying the fact that the PNP lost the election so badly in 2020 meant that they had to come back from 14 seats to win an election.
Yeah, but that
14 to 33, that would have been massive.
Look here, the PNP won the election in 1983 without none.
I know, but that's a different context.
But when I hear people using that as example, that is no example.
But that's a different context.
The JLP, when they won, it was 2020, 2016. The PNP was 42 they won 21 seats
that they were not supposed to win.
Right, they were not
expected to win.
So then decided to keep what they had, just like what the PNP to keep their 14 and they gained 14. So they won. They were able to win the election. There was a whole thing. Remember,
you're still not convinced. You think that there were too many discrepancies in the last election that the EOJ and other bodies were not transparent? That's what you're saying.
Were not. Because we saw where the PNP in Alman Town, where there was a long line, a comrade who was stopped, right, at 5 o'clock. Couldn't get to mark couldn't cast their vote. Right? And it happened, we see over in East Rural St. Andrew where the police barricade, and this is not something we may guess or anybody show. That was on Facebook where them show on social media. They show people was barricade off. The whole of people, that they can't run out on them. And that was that all kind of foolishness going on in the election. Right? And I mean, the EOJ, remember, there was a by-election over in Portland. And I remember Darrell Vaz came out and said, and from his mouth, when he said people up to 9 o'clock, people was in the line voting. They allowed them to, because they were in the line.
So the question is, why would you not extend the same courtesy to the general election?
Yes, because the people in the line.
Okay, fair enough.
They should allow to cast their vote.
Fair enough question.
You don't put them out. So that was one of the JP's strategy that they used, because listen to me, they couldn't afford to lose this election, you know, because one by one they would gone to jail. So they do everything, and we have some comrade, so-called comrade, because I don't call them comrade, no comrade now go and do that, who sold their vote, right? And the morning election, 9 indoor workers call in sick. Eh? Anything can go, so, sir?
I hear you, sir.
Your party? I know them a ball, you know. Them a ball. Because in the first place, the police don't find them, and they kill off their son too. But that happened. But we shall see.
All right, my brother. Let's up yourself.
That was painful to listen to, I know, but I went through it, so you can go through it too. I'm not suffering on my own. If I tell you that this is not the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. It is not days after September 3rd, general election. That recording was of today, the 12th of January 2026. So September, October, November, December, January, February. No, we're not reach February yet. 4 months. October, November, December, January. 4 months after the election, PMP is still griping about what was done. And I think this is going to go on for another 5 years. Because I scanned to them, the election never fear. Again, I don't understand how PMP think. I was asking a while back, where can I drink the orange Kool-Aid so I can think like a PNP? Because I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. They said, because I've heard it, where some of the anky-panky they alluded to is that people were voting long past 5 o'clock in some constituency. Now, you hear this man saying, why weren't the people who were in the line before 5 o'clock? Something else that PMP have a gift of doing. They have a gift of cussing our civil servants. Right? Then cuss them. Let's see if this Vinny person wants to talk to us, or it's mistake they actually send the invite. Yeah. So them say people shouldn't have vote past 9 o'clock or whatever time. And then they say people were not allowed to vote. And you hear the scenario post. If you're in a bank line before 5 o'clock. Hello, good evening. Vinny, that look like an African name or an Indian name. You want to talk to me, or you just accidentally send the invite? All right, I'm hearing click, 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 so that means you don't want to talk to me. Right? And they have this thing of bashing civil servants because you hear we might blame for the anky-panky. You heard it. How they do it? How they cuss the police, the nurse, the teachers, the firefighters, the soldier, how them cuss them and wanted to lead them. I heard, I think it's Ricardo Brooks, I heard ask a question going up to the election. When them talk all kind of something about the police them. If September 3rd, sensible people did not give Andrew Holness a third term, what would happen? What would happen? Because may I tell you the truth, if you're applying, so we're working in the same company, and you apply for a position above me, and you did give me L, when you become my boss, me I go give you back L, you know, or my supervisor, you know. Yeah. So what was the plan of the PNP? To burn the country to ash, and what would they govern over? How would they do it? Or Jamaica suffer from the Stockholm syndrome. I know East Portland does. Because I didn't know I would live to see a JLP NP, and I did. 2019. 2020. But 2025, East Portland said nope. Which bring me to something else I want to show. Because up to now, I'm not getting a definitive say, is the MP gave the road patching work to some people, dropping something resemble river shingle into the potholes. I've been asking for somebody to verify. I'm yet to see the member of parliament denounce or separate himself from it. But what is in the media, social media, that is that Mrs. Vaz used to lay down carpets, and now Isaac Buchanan is laying down river shingle. Isaac Buchanan, if you're watching right now, or anybody, if you're next to him and you're watching on TikTok, you can just send an invite. I'll bring you up in my box right now and you can confirm or deny it. So somebody asked me to put up the site. There you have it. It has the PNP logo, Hurricane Melissa Relief. So Simon Kraskill is not PNP money. Hurricane Melissa Relief. A message from Mark J. Golden MP. Hurricane Melissa has tested our nation's strength, but it has also reminded us of who we are, a resilient, caring, and united people. The People's National Party stands ready to help rebuild communities and restore hope to the families affected. We invite you to join us, whether by donating, volunteering, or lending a helping hand, as together we work to rebuild Jamaica stronger than before. Mark J. Golden, MP, leader of the opposition, and president of the People's National Party. Let me click update. What do I see? Update and impact. Yep, that's what we're seeing. Nothing here saying we have collected $2 million. I wonder if I call this number, but no, I don't do my show. I wonder if I send an email, you think they would respond to me? There's an email address there. I think if I send an email querying the money, anybody, I don't think they would. Because we already hear the stance from them saying Simon Kraskill say is not public money, it's private money. So what you are going?
There no DP, where you going?
They are well a vibe, you know. And I try to find out where the people them money there.
Well, I tell you, I'm just disheartened, DP. You know, as a big man, you know, and who have lived my life a certain way. You know, it's disheartening to see grown people come up and tell blatant lie continuously because of their own agenda. That's why the world is where it is anyhow.
Yes.
Because people own selfish agenda. That's why the struggle is so real in the world. You understand me? Because people have their own selfish agenda.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? When you look at where Jamaica is coming from, in everything, whether you want to like it or not, every aspect of Jamaica life was hard back in the 90s, early 2000s. Too hard. Couldn't survive.
Yes.
There's nothing. That's why we end up with the crime situation. Because, and up till now, I don't hear anybody talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing for young people to do, so you could influence them easily. You could influence them easily. You could just put a pipeline in their hand and say whatever. You understand? Have them on a rein, on a string. Yeah, you understand me? So there and then, that's where it really went whack in the 90s under PJ Patterson. You understand me? And we fail to understand that it is what it is. We cannot get away from it. But what I want to talk about is that over the years, Jamaican being unalive, it seems like they've been taking their own life. It seems like they've been unalive by suicide.
Mm.
Because when I see like Fitz Jackson and all these people coming out and the church talking, then I realize that the PNP and civil society never care about Jamaican people. It's only their selfish needs.
Yes, it
only
appears
their
that
selfish
way.
desire. You understand me? Because you have never heard an outcry like this in all the 50 odd years I'm in Jamaica. Seeing the trending down of crime and people making a fuss of it, trying to model it, trying to make it look bad. I've never seen any. I never dreamed that I would have lived in a Jamaica where you get unalive in below 1,000, much less 700.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, much less 700. I never know that would have ever happened in my lifetime, BP. And the government and the police and the military must be applauded
Yes.
for this, the work they have put in. And when you look at it, DP, I said to somebody, you know, so I want to know so DP, you love check stats. So maybe from 1994 till now, how many Jamaican has we lost to crime and violence?
Yeah, the last time I
maybe
checked is
50,000?
yes.
Close to 50,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 50, yeah, we said that 50,000 times 3 would have been 200 because we would have multiplied by then, by that amount.
Right.
You know, 200,000. We could say we lost 200,000 territorially, you know. But when you look at it DP and see these bright people, because what I realized, you have some people coming on these lives and they spoke and they speak and ask them they claim to fame, they can't tell you anything.
Right.
You have never heard of them before. But they are expert all of a sudden on everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's appalling. You know, this man said he's for God. But remember, God said he put laws in place. What is due to Caesar, give to Caesar. He put people to govern you. He said that himself. But they say they are righteous, but they're not accepting that there is law to be abide by. And this gentleman was saying, you know, he saw where innocent people were being unalive in Jamaica. And it pained my heart deeply. It pained me, you know, so people can come out and really say these things. You understand me?
So he said
Because
that he have witnessed unaliving of innocent people.
so we're not. I asked him, but he's going around and around. He's just talking. He's not plan to answer all this stuff. And just push for him agenda and that's it. You understand me? Because you know we like to ask so for the receipt.
Yes.
Forever. But let me tell you something, baby. Kind of history from mine. I joined the military in 1993.
Mm-hmm.
When I joined the military, like we used to do patrols every night downtown. We used to be at Chenstown or Denham Town most of the time. And we have to sleep on the floor deeply. Not even a simple cot we never had available to us in the military to sleep on. So if you want to take a fire, you have to just make up a bed on the floor with your helmet and sit. You understand me? This is facts. This is things that I've seen. The rundown of the communities were appalling. There was nothing. The health centers were a mess. Across the country, they were a mess. People were afraid to go to the health centers because of the condition they were in DP. I'm telling you. And nobody had tell me this in DP. I traveled the length and breadth because I play football across Jamaica. It was a mess. Jamaica was a mess. In the 90s, early 2000s, coming up. Because all the tax we pay were being going into people pocket. When in a spend pound we as Jamaican in it a pay back them some high debt.
Yes.
Where they borrow some high money where they may have to do. And all these things. They couldn't do nothing for Jamaica. Nothing. Because near the matter as a PJ Patterson build highway. It wasn't Jamaica money who build the highway.
And that's why I have to pay
there
toll.
Was nothing. There was nothing they could do for us. DP, nothing because listen, DP, a big man like me used to hide back a radio, you know, when budget have a reading. Because I know say look at money done, you know.
Yes.
You look at money done in a DP.
Yeah, I spoke about that a couple times.
People want to tell me that what I have seen and lived is not past. They want to tell me Jamaica have never been in a better place than today, DP. Never.
Well, help me out with this, because
in live America, you know.
Go ahead. I'm saying, so what I'm discussing tonight is, like I said, the money. So Simon Kraskill take is that the PNP is a private entity, so we don't need to know whether they say they're collecting money on behalf of whatever. His words, not mine.
Can I stop you there? You have some PNP MP in Parliament. Who voted for them?
Who voted for the PNP
private
MP?
People. Yeah, private people.
You're right. It's not the public. It's some private people come up and I like that question.
Private citizens. Yes, sir. Private citizens.
So the public did not vote for the PNP. So
No,
furthermore,
no,
so
no.
he's saying that the it's a private entity, so whatever they were collecting money on behalf, we don't have the right to question that. I have one from Shaka Fame saying the same thing, that him hear people are asked, but what happened to the money where JLP collect, which I didn't know that JLP was collecting money outside of supportjamaica.gov.jm. Also, I was on, I think
No,
last week.
you know of that? Do you know of that?
No, and I
Which
keep on
site is that?
asking,
Where do
and
you find that site?
nobody can provide.
Where's the site that JLP is collecting money outside of the Support Jamaica? Where?
That's exactly
Where
what
can
I'm
we
saying.
find
I
that
don't know
information?
of that. I was showing earlier before you came on where even Isaac Buchanan has 2 GoFundMe running, one from one from Beryl from 2024 and one from Melissa from 2025.
What you saying?
Yeah, man, me can bring them up back and show you them. Yep, 2 of them up and running still.
Yeah.
So Shaka Fame stance is, here people are question that, but we should go and ask the government, ask the JLP or the money they were
But
them
DP,
collect.
DP, can I beg to differ a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
And it might, who is Shaka Fame? Who is Shaka Fame?
So Shaka Fame, his current name is Colin Bell.
No, I know, DP, I know DP. DP, it's a rhetorical question. I'm just asking you something.
Oh, okay.
So that man don't hold no boundaries to Jamaica, bro. He's not the gatekeeper for Jamaica. He's nothing. You know what, some wannabes? There's some wannabes, that's how they are. Some wannabes, that's them. When them one feel like, you never see some man them one come like, you gotta go to them and them do like them and spend all their money.
Yeah.
When they not spend nothing. I saw them man there. I wanna be
So
them.
for the purpose of
Listen to
you,
them
because I am doing this publicly, we're live on Vibes Corner Radio, live on YouTube, and of course my TikTok channel.
Yeah.
So you asked a question, so let me just use it to educate, just in case people don't know. So Shaka Fame is from East Portland. He got beaten in the last local government election. He ran in the fellowship division and was beaten. He also wanted to be on the ballot for the PNP. He was working the ground for a good bit, spending more money, Rapalin bust all of that, and Dayton Campbell and Mark Golden move him. He said that he got fought out by the 2 sitting PNP councillors right now, which are veterans. And also I did an interview with him right here on my show, and he added a former member of parliament, Dr. Rad, to it, to say those 3 powerful men did not want him to run. So they moved him, and that's how they put in Isaac Buchanan. So that is who Shaka Fame is, in a nutshell. So yeah.
You know what I'm saying is that we have, you always hear me say that's the most dangerous men in life is the most educated and unprincipled. And these are some of the men who bring down nations upon nations across the world, unprincipled, educated. And a lot of PMP people would fall in that category. You understand me? Because what they stand for. Because guess what I'm saying to you? If you support PMP, DP, I have no problem. It is what it is. Each man to his own.
Right.
But what I'm saying to you, be a fair PMP supporter and call a spade a spade.
I don't know if they're capable of doing that.
Because no, they're not. They're not. But I'm just saying. You know, I mean, then you'll have dialogue. You understand me? Because when you do things like this now, DP, when the unemployment rate dropped to 3.3, and before, since 1989, same measurement has been used. But then you start to go around and say, oh, no, man, and a different system them are use, and you know, real. Why? Go back to, again, the analyzing in Jamaica. We used to suffer.
Yes.
We used to suffer. I live in St. James, I live in Montego, and a lot of time I come from road and I wonder which part to drive. Because in a nigger town, a brawling daylight man I get showed up DP. But me say to yourself, brawling 2017 are 341 people analyzing St. James. You hear me say to yourself, you don't know if you turn left or right DP.
Right.
And when me say this year, it come down to 57. Maybe I have to say, I have to take a breath, you know, I take a breath. I have to sigh.
Sigh.
I say, never know more see this again.
Yep.
You hear me say to you, say, and what are you gonna tell me that this is not real? What I'm seeing, DP, are you tell DP? Well, am I dreaming, DP? Am I dreaming? So unless somebody can help me, because it seems like these people live in a different world. You know,
Yes.
so they're saying this man, this young man, I know that what happened though in a DP. I must tell you something though. What TikTok has done, you know, TikTok is nice, you know, but TikTok has given rise to some notoriety.
Well,
Some guys where
night, Margaman.
nobody then couldn't talk to before.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody then couldn't talk to before. Then couldn't open their mouth. If they even see up on the road, then can have a conversation. And
Right.
this is what the story is. We would have 673 unalive in Jamaica last year. And I'm asking the question, if it was by suicide, these 673 people were unalive. Maybe you can help with that if it was suicide. And if it's not suicide, when police go for these criminals and they fire on the police must run back to base.
They want us to
maybe
go
you
back
can
to the
help with
days of gunmen escaped in nearby bushes. Remember
Okay.
when that was the you
and
just
the
know you're
police
listening
run,
to, you're watching
yeah.
news in the evening, and once them say a shootout ensued, blah 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 blah, and the police gave chase and gunmen escaped in nearby bushes.
And the boy, so the same gunman them would come back and alive another 1,500 the next day.
Yes, and they're all right with that.
Bushes. And they're all right with that. So I am appalled to see where, and none of them now make me left Jamaica because we now vote for them. Now, you know, the thing is, what is it that you want? You know, DP, the opportunity to young people. DP, since 2016, I want you to check how much new businesses has been operating in Jamaica, how much of them closed down. Right now, people are closing them business because they can't find worker. Because I best grab who.
Right.
Imagine that.
And who's paying more?
We would have that in Jamaica. Yes, we never know we would have that in Jamaica.
True. As I mentioned that, although I really want to keep on pounding this PMP money, but I heard that last year before, after Dr. Clark set up the payment and stuff, there were teachers who had left public teaching to go to private school and leave private teaching school and go back to public because they say government paying more than the private, which I was surprised because I taught at a private school for 10 years and yeah, that was unheard of. Margaman, welcome to the show. You want to chime in?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Boy, I tell you, I tell you, this environment that we're now in is a tough. You have a feedback going on there?
I think Soji background.
Yes, Soji, close your mic.
Adjusted. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think this environment that we're now in is very dangerous because there's too much arrogance being shown by people who you expect better from. And I say that to say this: when people can remember where we're coming from as a country, the crime rate, the drive-bys, the terrorizing of communities where people have to get up and pack up them things for truck and move. You have to take night and go away. And if you don't take night, you have to be very careful in the morning when you're going out. Right? Now, we hardly hear of any community in Jamaica where people are uprooting and moving to other communities because of crime. Right? Even in Montego Bay recently, there's a community there. I think it's near Iron Shore. One of them community where people are moving in back And it is unheard of people moving back in those communities.
Right.
You know? So the fact that people can move back into communities like those, it tells that the environment is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
And people are trying to downplay this thing. Them depend police are this and police that. Let me tell you something. When police unalive man out there, I don't think that is every police who is going to do it illegally. Because what happened is, police vehicles are being shut up. Property is being shut up. Because when Indicom go in, them can see where the police was stationed and shot coming at them.
So I'm going to give you 20 seconds to wrap up, Marga man, because as I said, I want to beat this money thing, and you and Soji would talk about crime, so which is important. But last week I went 3 hours talking about that. So the question I'm asking, Simon Kraskill, you started off right by saying you're kind of disappointed because people who know better. Simon Kraskill, I was playing the clip earlier. He said that PNP is a private entity, so we don't need to question where the money is coming from. Where's the money that they collect on behalf of Melissa? Although somebody just asked me in my chat here on my channel on YouTube to bring up the site, which I did, and everything says PNP collecting on behalf of Melissa Relief. So do you know of a party to be a private entity, such as the PNP or the JLP?
I don't think they can be private being a party in the country.
Soji asked the same thing. Soji said, hold on, I'd never the public go out and vote for them, right? I some private entity, some private body.
Well, let me tell you something. If they are private, then therefore they don't need to garner any vote.
So why we don't hear more people? Why we don't hear more people demanding to at least hear how much money them collect, even if we not reach to what is it that they're doing the money?
Let me say this. I think the reason why a lot more people not coming out and saying it is because when it comes to the PNP, you don't hold them accountable. Anybody else are to be held accountable. And them own the country. Them say it,
Gotcha.
Them say this Jamaica is PNP's country.
Yeah, man. I remember.
Right.
I remember. So that's why.
Only other people.
So let me ask you then, because you sound like a labor right. Why more labor right now make nice about this? And call every talk show and get them to talk about it. Make Simon repeat every day when they on radio say he's a private entity. And people who know otherwise rebut that.
Let me say this. I support the JLP because throughout the history of my life, they are the people who I've seen bring about the best policies for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that is not a question. Right? Anybody who read the book will know that the cover of the book and the inside of the book tell the full story. Right? So we don't have a question that they have brought about the best policies for Jamaica. We have never been in such a stable position any time in our history. And so therefore, I'm not gonna waste my time calling upon the PNP to declare anything, because if the Jamaican people cannot see that they have no integrity, I'm not going to try to point out that they have none.
All right, Marga man. Thank you. Anything you want to leave with us?
I just want to say, boy, it's full time that we get it together as a country and let the good policies work to improve every facet of humanity in this country. The police them who are do illegal things need to stop. The gunman them who are do illegal things need to put down the gun. A matter of fact, don't put them down, turn them in because you're not a lawman. From the moment you have a gun, an illegal gun, they must analyze you because you have an intent.
But people would say when you talk like that, you know, not a heart for poor people and the youth them.
Let me tell you something. Me can't have no heart for no man who are going to terrorize somebody else. Right? Why in the first place? All right, let's say you're a young man who don't have any subjects and you don't have a job. Why is the first thing you go for is a firearm?
And not heart, NTA, right?
All right. Me want a couple young men to work with.
I think I'm getting a call, but we're not taking any calls tonight.
I may pass you back there evening time, and when weekend come, you beg me a thing. And if me tell you, say, come make we go mash our work. Right?
Well, you can't do that. You're not on time for that.
You see what me I say? You rather stay run upon roadside and rub out your hand middle, and everybody you see a beg something. But then you, when night come, you want to pick up a firearm and go out, they go terrorize people.
Yeah.
Man, when the police back you up, you know, me not sorry for you.
This person's calling. All right, thank you very much, Marga, man. Make sure you're following me. I like your vibes, and we'll talk some other time, all right?
Bless up, man.
Yep, respect.
Yes, man.
Soji, anything you want to leave with us finally?
You know, DP, I have been on this battlefield for a while, almost a year. You know, but what I can't get to is a proper reasoning. I used to be able to get it with a few people, but it seems like it's the Nemafood mentality is calling them to go back to who they used to be before. Now, I'm watching that brother down there in the box, you know, about your ditching question. But don't pay it no man, because that is what they do. They're trying to deflect.
Send me an invite, man. Send me an invite and come up if you want to argue with me.
Where is PMP money that they collected on the behalf of the Jamaican people? Money. People. So I can't understand it though. How could it be? And it have to be a scam, DP. Because DP, if you're sick and I say I'm collecting some money for you, DP, and I don't turn it over to you, DP.
That's fraud, embezzlement.
All right. So look at this, and I'm going to show you something. This brother, Papai, Papai blogger, crime blogger, Papai. He was assisting a young man who was suffering from cancer. And what he did, actually, the young man died. So he put it out to the people them not to send anymore, or whatever they are sending now. They don't have to send anymore because he has died.
Which is
so
responsible.
What he will do, he will use what he'll do is use it to bury him. Whatever they have sent, he will use it to bury him and stuff. Which is, I would say, up till now, I still say, boy, look at that. You understand me? I say, it's just a little blogger, you know, him no need to call nobody, he could do anything.
Right.
Because I guess nobody would know that the youth would have died. You understand? But I'm just saying, where is the transparency with the People Party and the Public Citizen Party? Where is the transparency? I can't get it any at all.
All right.
You understand me? So, yes.
All right, me go move on. Vibes, Wagwan, thanks for joining.
Yeah, man.
Respect, Soji. Vibe?
Yeah, man. Bless you.
You want to share with me? Because I know I'm missing you the invite, but you want to share now with me or...
Yeah, man. When the man say the man don't have no heart when them talk certain things. So I wonder if the gunman them have any heart for them fella Jamaicans.
Good question.
And if the PMP talk about transparency on one side and there's no transparency for them side, then I don't understand for them logic.
Makes sense. All right. So Mr. Excellent is in the box. Let me hear from him. Excellent. Good evening.
No, good evening. The question she posed me in the post your things to me.
You're kind of cracking. I'm not hearing you clearly.
I'm asking you, based on no, I see a post me.
Excellent. Move on the spot where there. Move on the spot where
because I asked, I made a
the
comment.
Yeah, you're cracking, so we're not hearing you clearly. If you're hearing
Move on the
us.
spot where there, Excellence. Move on the spot where there. Red on your thing.
Oh, that mean him connection weak, right?
Yeah.
Get closer to your Wi-Fi, Excellent.
And I'm asked, are you hear me now?
Yes, that's much better.
I'm actually in my house, you know.
That's much
I'm
better.
going to the router. I come closer to the router.
Yeah, man, as I say, it improves. Go ahead.
I'm asking you the question. I see you post me up today saying that because I asked that based upon the allegations being made, an investigation should be done where the CDF money for Eastern St. Thomas is concerned. So I am wondering, with such allegations being made, if an investigation is not warranted. Because I am wondering if a private citizen is spending, and I'm saying the allegation, is spending CDF money, if that is not tantamount to a crime and should be investigated by the police.
Hold on, a soldier man making point.
With that allegation.
Hold on, a soldier man. Hold on. Excellent. You finish with the question.
And I'm sure you would have heard me. I'm sure you would have heard me clearly today when I made the point. And you have heard when I said, if the allegations are true, the former MP should be held responsible. And if they are false, the present MP should be held responsible. And if you're honest, you will be sure to reiterate that those are my comments.
So you're asking a question, but what is the issue? That mean I get.
No, I'm saying, if those allegations are true, should the former member of parliament be held responsible?
So I'm going to be diplomatic and don't even go further with an allegation, because an allegation can also be a lie. I don't have no proof to support same. So you can inbox me the evidence and I'll go over it, and then if you want to come back another time for us to discuss that, I have no problem.
DP. It is quite interesting that you're up here talking about transparency and money being collected by the PMP. I am making all sorts of assertions.
Such as?
But when
give me one, point to one.
When a receipt, when an invoice was shown by somebody.
Point to one of the, yes, I made a lot of aspersion. Point to one. Or cite one.
All right, DP, I'm going to be very diplomatic and say to you, this is like pregnancy, and I'm going to come.
Okay.
Let us see what happens.
So me can ask you a question, Excellent? Actually, two questions for you. I have two questions. One, is the PNP a private entity?
Both political parties are private entities.
Okay, cool. So does that bar them from telling us or giving us an update as to how much money has been collected on their portal, and if they have been using the money, what that money has been used for?
How much money has the government collected on this portal?
So I'm asking the question at this point.
I just asked my question.
I don't know.
I
don't know. I don't have the slightest
donation
idea.
On behalf of Jamaica.
Yes.
And we don't have a time to. We don't have a real time update
so now
as
we're
to
moving
how
to
much
yeah,
money
but
is
so if
calculated.
you want to the tit for tat, I can go there with you. We don't have a time, we don't
It's
have a
not tit for
clue.
tat. I
Yeah,
have
but
to
you
go
just say real time, because I've heard several times the money make mention of how much money have been collected so far, and I am asking
We are
you,
taking
since the
we are
PNP
taking
is a
reports.
private body, does that bar them
We
from us
take
to
reports
find
from
out?
people we can't trust.
So
We are
no,
getting reports from
excellent,
people we can't
excellent,
trust.
excellent. Let me tell you something I think about you. I think that you're a very educated
I don't
person.
care.
No. I'm not trace with you. I think you're a very educated person. And what you're doing right now, I think it's beneath you. I ask you a question and then you're pivoting and spinning and doing this tit for tat. I ask you a direct question and you answer, you say both the PNP and the JLP, they're a private entity. My next question was, does that bar them from telling us how much money they have collected and if they have spent the money, where them spend it on and what? You choose not to answer and you move to ask me about the JLP, which I can tell you that the JLP have not collected any money on behalf of
never
Melissa.
said the JLP, sir.
What did you say?
I did not say the JLP, but let me answer you. I did not say the JLP. I know quite well, even though I have rudimentary education, that the JLP is separate and apart from the government. Two separate entities.
Okay.
The Jamaica Labour Party is a separate entity from the government.
Okay.
But I can give you some information.
We're gonna continue.
I believe
continue on this, man.
if you want if you want to know, I would advise you. I would advise you, you could perhaps write a letter to the People's National Party as a concerned citizen, seeking response to the questions you have.
Why don't you do the same to the Jamaica Labour Party and the government of Jamaica rather than come on social media?
I don't speak. All right, so it's a DP. In all honesty, I was having let me ignore nuisance. But I'm saying DP, you could do that, take that approach. You want to know, you are concerned, write a letter to the People's National Party.
Why don't you hold on, man, because the man call you Newston, so that means he don't want to talk to you. Make him talk to me. And I will allow all of you up here to talk.
So you can do that. You can do that, and you might get a chance to get a chance.
Excellent. Sorry, let me ask you another question. You think I hear the recommendation, and when I scrolled the page a while ago, I saw a number and I saw an email address, which I plan on doing that tomorrow morning. I'm going to send an email and see if anybody responds to me and what. But I played 3 clips. I don't know if you heard them. One from Simon Kraskill saying whatever money collect for whatever reason. He didn't have the balls to say the Melissa Recover Fund or Relief Fund. We don't need to question it because Neil or O'Neill had texted to Power 106 asking that very question. Shaka Fame took it on himself to say, Emir, people are asked about the money where the PNP collect, but what about the money that the JLP collect? Which, again, if you see any, you can show me. Not even a GoFundMe, I don't see no JLP person.
I don't know if the JLP collected any money. I don't know.
Right, but Shaka Fame said that. I'm saying, and I have the tape, I can play it, right? No. I can tell you I'm from East Portland. Isaac Buchanan has 2 GoFundMe running currently. One from 2024 for Beryl and one from last year, 2025 for Melissa. One of them targeting 50,000, the other targeting 30,000. Right? Those are GoFundMe. You can see how much has been raised, see how much I spent on it. Right? So now I'm moving on to Ingram. Ingram, I asked him the same question, and Iman Alvera, the guy one name, and Extreme, say we don't need to ask none of that question. Ingram's standpoint is, if anything illegal is being done, report it to the police. So I'm asking you now, Excellent, you think it's fair for Jamaican, or should Jamaican know where the money is, if any has been spent, or how much have been raised? You can't just say yes or no. I elaborate. It's up to you. I'm giving you the mic. Somebody need to mute the mic, please. Go ahead, Excellence.
Not a matter of fear or a matter of being unfair. If you need the information, you can request the information, and the party could give the information if it so desire. So there's nothing to compel them to give it or not to give it.
Okay.
Just as though the government gives information on the GoFund Jamaica when it desires.
What is GoFund Jamaica?
Not in a real time. Whatever that the one that they collect.
Do you know the official website? The name of the official website?
I don't remember it at this moment.
What is the one for the PNP?
And I'm going to tell you, I don't remember it either.
No, you're not. Why you sound so combative, Bridging? Me not. You notice me
No,
not
I'm just
posting
saying, I
and
don't
chasing with
either.
you.
No, because the question was like,
I'm just
question
seeking
you asked,
information.
so
So
I-
let me tell you, it's supportjamaica.gov.jm.
yeah.
Yes. So it's not a go or what. That's what it is. Supportjamaica.gov.jm. And what you're saying is you'd want to see real time, just like our GoFundMe work. When somebody donate a $50, you see that this person. That's what you
That
think.
should have been the order today. That should have been the order today.
So again,
That
final
takes way to
question for you.
prove it.
I don't know if you want to stay and it sounds like Mother Bridging them will ask you some question. So final question, because the PNP is in opposition, although they set up the portal with the name Melissa Relief, you think a concerned citizen would need to ask them, and if they're obliged, if they feel like obliging, then they do that. But if not, just do whatever they want because they're in opposition? Or so is it a case where we judge the government harder and we have more expectation of the government than the opposition? That's your stance?
And I'm going to say this to you. The truth be told is that the PNP is a private organization. And if those who are contributing want to know, they could ask.
Okay.
If I'm going to put my money, I'm going to ask, what's the purpose? And I should be able to ask, how much money is there? And get an answer. Have you asked? If you have never asked, you can't, you don't get an answer.
I've been
So my
asking, but I don't know who to ask. But I ask PNP people. And like I said, Simon say it's private, them no need to tell. Shaka took it upon himself. Hold on, sir, let me speak. Take it on himself and say, hold on 1 second. Shaka take it upon himself and say, them ask about the PNP money, but what about the JLP money, which all of us, including you, Ingram, sorry, not Ingram, excellent, agree that we don't know of any JLP collecting any money. And Ingram is saying that if we know of anything untoward, we should report it to the police. And now you're saying that if we are so concerned, then write and ask the party. But you're actually make it clear that the party is not obligated to tell Jamaica where is the money or how much money they have collected. Am I representing you correctly, sir, or I miss something?
I'm going to say to you again, and I want you to get me abundantly clear. If you are concerned, I believe you should put it in writing, asking the party how much money it has collected.
Okay.
If you get an answer, that is good. If you don't, then you can make it, you can go along and say, all right, I didn't get an answer.
So you think I should
But
use that video, send the email?
Can I finish, sir? Can I finish? If you have not asked the official members of the party or those who are in direct control of the funds, then you are no legal and no footing at all to come onto the PNP in that scheme. You have not asked.
I have no legal ground to say what?
I'm saying you have no ground to stand and to say the PNP is not talking. You could go and ask. But ask those who are in control.
DP,
Excellent.
I will
Can I
look,
ask a
DP,
question?
I will look
Well,
for
I'm
you
not
to
sure.
pose a question to Excellent. And
So may I have to find out. Excellent. Are you willing to take questions from fellow persons in the box?
Can ask any question they want.
Okay, go ahead.
Excellent. Can I ask you, who is Dayton Campbell?
Who is Dayton Campbell?
Yes.
In what capacity? They want the question.
Is he a private citizen or a part of the PNP?
Dayton Campbell is a member of parliament, elected member of parliament, and therefore being an elected member of parliament, you would not deem him as a
Under
private
which banner?
citizen.
Under which banner? Under which banner?
He's an elected member of parliament.
Under which banner? Under which banner? Don't come here with your sidestep. Which banner is he flying under?
What I don't understand banner.
Is he a PNP MP?
Of course, he's an elected member. Yes.
All right. All right. So I'm going to look for it and I'm going to send it to you, BP. The question was posed to Dayton Campbell and his answer was, which money? Just letting you know.
I saw it.
Chuck, you can go ahead, Chuck. You can go ahead, Chuck.
I would like to know, and with
this question, ask
Excellence,
if they in charge of the fundraising.
Excellence, and all this team are high on transparency when it comes to public
I am
funds.
an individual, Chuck. I am not like
The,
you. I don't
the
need a system.
PMP, the
Sir, excellent. Make we
PMP
not do the argue back
collected
and forth.
the PMP collected money on behalf of the Jamaican people. They said this is to help Jamaican people. So they use Jamaica, they use Melissa to collect money. So that money now is not private, it is public. But
Right, so Mr. Vegas, Mr. Vegas had a GoFundMe.
Excellent,
not asking
excellent.
you
All
about
on
Mr.
shirt.
Vegas.
All on
What's the
Chuck. Chuck.
purpose of the GoFundMe?
Excellent. You don't
what
like
you
when
have?
people cut you.
No, I'm
So
not saying.
yeah, but when me do that, you take offense to it. So may I say, Chuck is on the
Go
floor.
ahead, so go ahead,
He's
go ahead,
asking
go
a
ahead.
question. Give him the courtesy if he complete, and then are you even ask the question? You know, so at some point he must stop talking and make your answer. Then you can't say what you want to say. So go ahead, Chuck.
Thing about pigs, DP, you can only get that gun from them, no matter how much them dress up. Right? I'm asking now. The PMP would have used Jamaican, the Melissa recovery, help us support the people of Melissa, so that money would have been collected in the name of the Jamaican people. Now, you have said here that it's okay. Yeah, you have, if you don't ask the relevant authority, you won't get any answer. Now, you've tried to sidestep DP question, saying that, the government. I am getting there, sir. You have tried to sidestep the DP question, saying that they don't have to provide any information because nobody asks. Now I'm asking you this question now. You are here questioning the government's money, and you say you put out a figure where you're here. Have you asked anybody from the government? Have you sent an email or a letter to the government requesting the amount of money that was collected from supportjamaica.org?
Have you finished your question?
Have you written any letter
Is
or
your
an
question
email to the
finished, sir? Is your
government?
question finished?
Have you written any email? Have you written any email or a
DP,
letter to any of?
am I audible, DP?
Have you
DP, am I
written?
audible?
So yes, you are. So Chuck, thank you, Chuck.
No.
That's the question. Have you written to anybody asking for?
And I'm going to answer the question. But it's amazing that a human being can stand up and talk to a pig and seek great comprehension.
Jesus Christ.
So that means that human being is talk to a pig himself or herself. So let's continue. Now, I didn't come up here and question how much money the government collected. I said to DP, I guess it was.
Hold on, you say you didn't question how much money the government have collected?
I said we don't have a date at real time.
Maybe something is wrong with my memory then, because I remember right after I asked the question,
by the government,
your response was
complex for low IQ to comprehend.
You hearing me? Excellent. Hello, you hearing me?
Yeah, man, so I'm going to say to Mr. Finley. Yeah, I'm going to say to Mr. Finley, I don't even care how much the government has collected. It's not here for me. So I don't need to send a letter to ask.
Oh, okay. I see the psychology here, but that's all right.
It is not psychology,
I don't care.
you know, DP.
It is.
Lie and
because what Excellent want all of us, because this is why I'm doing it as a topic tonight, about finding about the money from the PNP, and more PNP are saying like some of them saying it's a private entity. We don't need to know, but like I said a while ago, Chuck, this money was, and I think embezzle. That's the word, embezzlement. That's the word, Excellent.
If I may,
go ahead.
The question about the money collected by the PNP, what's the reason for you asking that question?
All right, let me welcome Sir Ingram.
Citizens.
Good evening.
We
My
are
apologies. Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening.
So, who you directing the question openly, Ingram, or you're directing it to me?
I'm asking the question to you.
To me. All right. So repeat the question. Let me get it.
What's the motive for asking the PNP how much money they have collected?
Transparency.
Transparency
and integrity.
Beautiful.
and
Transparency
information.
and integrity. Are you directing that same principle of transparency and transparency and integrity to a broad cross section of Jamaica right now in terms of administration of Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
What is he saying?
Huh?
Yes, sir. Hold on, Soji. Yeah, of course, yes.
Ingram.
Hold on, man,
Ingram,
gentlemen, man.
EP
We do this
won't-
all the time. Allow the man, please.
You could.
Just saying to Ingram,
No.
the EP won't ask Michelle Charles if the allegations are true or false.
No, hold on, man. Hold on.
So
if we are here this
go ahead.
evening,
Go ahead, Ingram.
if we're here this evening asking the PMP how much money they have collected on behalf of the people for Melissa, and that you're asking it out of transparency and integrity, why you're not asking the Prime Minister of Jamaica a certain question?
Like, what question you want me to ask him?
After collecting $65 billion cash on behalf of Jamaican people, you're offering them $10 billion right now.
$65 billion cash.
65 billion.
Cash.
Yes.
And where did that 65 billion
Did you
cash
hear
came
that,
from?
EP?
Yeah, man. So may I ask, where did
65
that?
billion
Hold on, let
cash.
me tell you where it come from. 150 billion, 160 million US dollars from the fund, from the disaster fund.
I'm getting a
Another
feedback
check,
from somebody.
Another. I don't know. It's me? Shouldn't be me.
I'm not sure. Everybody else can mute just to make sure it's.
Yes. Everybody's mute. Better now?
Yes.
Yes. 150 billion from the disaster fund, the 150 million US dollars, 160 million that the Ministry of Information declared that she have and don't start spend as yet, 96 billion from the CRIP insurance, and 300,000 from South Korea. That is 65 billion converted to 65 billion cash. The people of Jamaica was those money was directly.
Sorry, hold on. Just for clarity, you say converted to cash. How and when was that conversion?
To Jamaican. Sorry, converted to cash. The equivalent of that in Jamaican dollars. Sorry for the misunderstanding the language. Converting the US
to cash.
Converting the US to Jamaican at a rate of 160. It would calculate to 65 billion Jamaica.
5 billion. Okay, so Ingram. So if we have five of the main constituencies affected. Each of them is getting 10 billion. How much money is that? Each of the affected member of parliament is getting 10 billion. How much is that? That is 5 parishes. Each of the member of parliament is getting 10 billion. Do that maths for me.
Finley, do not come on the platform and tell lies. It's not 5 billion per.
Hold on, excellent.
It's not 10 billion per constituency. Don't do that.
Hold on, excellent. Thank you very much, excellent. Hold on. Tonight, Chuck is telling Jamaica, excellent, don't say that. Excellent, Chuck is talking a position of authority. Don't say that, excellent. Don't challenge the man. Don't challenge the man. Chuck is telling Jamaica tonight that his constituency is getting 10 billion. That is what? That is that is 40 billion. Right?
That would be 16 constituency. That would be $160 billion.
Excellent. Please do not talk on behalf of Chuck. Let us get it clear, man. The man is sitting in the halls of the JLP, you know. He would have the information. Don't challenge him on what he's saying. He's saying that his country is giving 10 billion.
Good thing
Did
they
Chuck
kick
say
you
that
out of
just now?
JLP. Man, like a good thing they kick you out.
Did Chuck say that just now? Because if Chuck said that, I'll be withdrawing my question right away.
But I want before we hold on, man, before we dig, Sir Ingram. So I don't know if
I'm not digging.
No, man, we are
I'm
because
question,
hold on, Ingram. The question and my topic tonight, which That's one thing I practice. I don't go into somebody's yard and tell them, oh, feed, prune them fence and cut them grass and it will
I'm focusing specifically on your topic, sir.
But you asked me a question and then we're actually digging a hole. But just in case you forgot.
No, you alone.
Sir Ingram, excellent. Ingram, excellent. Hold on. So a couple of weeks ago, I was the one that asked this question on your show. So let's just bring back.
Have we ever heard about any political party?
Yes,
Can we get back to the crime reduction conversation, Mr. Ingram?
Hold on, man.
You're dictating on conversation, man. You wait. As common
Some
courtesy.
people come here, nobody that answering about the money PMP is collecting. Somebody is asking about money PMP have collected. And as a matter of fact, Alvaro.
Why should someone answer that, Mr. Ingram? If they want to find out, they need to go and do their research.
No,
they can do it on their own.
Last week. My comment from last week, extreme is that if you have any information that the police, that the PMP or the JLP collected money and has dealt with it through our thief money or whatever, you go carry that information to the police. Carry that information.
You remember that exchange, Sir Ingram?
I am standing by the statement.
Hold on, gentlemen. Hold on, gentlemen. Sir Ingram, you remember that exchange?
Yeah. I'm standing by that statement, sir.
All right. So what's the purpose of you asking me
1 second?
why? Hold on, excellent. Hold on. Why are you asking me why? And I'm paraphrasing now. Why do I want to know about the PMP money that they collected? What is it that you're defending and protecting?
No. Oh, Mr. Ingram did not.
Excellent.
He text that in the group. So don't come and turn on excellent.
Excellent.
He did text that in the group. So don't defend what you don't know.
All right, Soji. Ingram, let Ingram speak.
Thank you, excellent, but respect. Trust me, I can deal with it. I'm standing by the statement I made earlier on. I'm coming here tonight. I'm listening to you guys prolonging the question about the money collected by the PMP. And I'm extending the conversation by asking, why is it that you guys are asking about the money collected by the PMP? You said that the reason is to ensure transparency and integrity. I then, inconsistent with what you're saying about integrity and
with all due respect, why
we are not applying that principle right across the board?
With all due respect, I have it on my screen because I also go live on VibesCon Radio out of Connecticut and on my YouTube channel. And Excellent was going that road to say where to ask or whatever. The ODPM from time to time put out releases. Excellent himself was questioning why we don't have real time. Again, even if it's delayed, we still know of some figures, right? And I am saying that is you have it in your own voice. When I asked the question in your chat, what about the money? Thanks for acknowledging it. And you asked the question and you heard how Extreme and the other gentleman was hurry up to say, don't answer that, we don't need to. And I'm saying, I am detecting, I can play even Simon Kraskill, I've been playing it all night. This O'Neill asked and Simon was saying whatever money was collecting, we don't need to know because it's a private entity. So I am saying, why is it that the PMP supporters have a problem with a Jamaican asking about the money that PNP set up on their site to say we're collecting on behalf of Melissa?
You're totally wrong. You're totally wrong. We have absolutely no concern or no problem about you asking about the money. The question is, why are you asking? Because if you are dealing with integrity and character, you need to spread that principle right across the board. That's all we're saying.
Okay. All right. So I just explained before my long rant a while ago that the ODPM have published the figures collected. You yourself just share a number and say the government have gotten in cash whatever figure you just say, I don't know it. So right now, that's not apples and oranges because I am saying I have no idea if the PNP website collected a cent because a portal is different from a GoFundMe. I can go on Isaac Buchanan's to GoFundMe and see how much money have been collected. I can, and you're saying in a neat way and a cheeky way, it's none of your business, because you're saying, why am I asking?
No, don't speak for me. Don't speak for me. Don't ever attempt to speak for me. Don't go there. I am saying to you, sir, that the reason you're asking,
hold on, Soji. Allow him and then you can talk, Soji. Hold on, Soji. Soji, hold on, Soji, man.
I'm fully
Sir
aware.
Ingram, I want to hear clearly what you're saying. I don't want us to be talking over each other. Sir Ingram, Soji, you're going to go after Mr. Ingram. Go ahead, Mr. Ingram.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I've identified that the sole reason why you guys are asking the question is a matter of integrity and character. And all I'm saying to you guys is apply the same principle right across the board.
But you don't agree with that because, sorry for cut you, but your response was somebody said something about thief, which I don't know. You don't hear that from me. And your take is, if you think something is wrong with the money, go report it to the police. And you just said to me a while ago, you stand by that. One second, gentlemen. Let me finish up with Mr. Ingram. Yes, sir, Ingram.
I'm standing by that on the premise that you just confessed that you are talking about integrity and character.
So well, that's your word. I didn't say character.
Right across the board.
I said transparency. But that cannot be transparency if you just give us figures to say the government has collected. You remember you give us the figures and then you say, why is only XYZ they're being spent? And I'm saying that's not apples and oranges.
No, I repeated the figure. I repeated some of the figures the government.
Right. So why and this is okay, sir. So good. That is what I'm saying. Why the two of us can't be on the same playing field for me to quote some figures from the PMP portal?
We are on the same playing field.
So how much money? So quote a figure from the PNP for me. Or repeat whichever word you
listen. No, get this clear. Get this clear. I have absolutely no reason to question the integrity of the collection being made by the PMP on behalf of Jamaican people for the hurricane. I've none whatsoever.
So have they spent any of the money that they have collected?
As Excellent Judge said to you, present a question to the party and let them explain to you.
All right, thank you very much. Soji, I have a question for you, Ingram.
You're welcome.
Soji, I have a question for you.
DP, this is what I'm saying, DP. And every talk, Ingram talk, he mentioned figures. Whatever you said to JLP, he can tell you how much money them have already collected. But when we ask the question,
just for clarity, 1 second, Soji. 1 second, man. Relax, man. Soji, 1 second, man.
I'm finished.
Yeah,
Excellent, you're next. Excellent, you're next. Allow Soji to finish. Excellent. Listen, gentlemen. Listen. I'm running through my road. I can pull down the volume and me not even mute from the microphone. And me not go hear you. My radio people them not hear me. YouTube not hear. So Excellent. I said it before. You don't like when people cut you. Write down if you think you're going to forget what you want to say. I'm allowing Soji to talk, and then I'll go to you. Excellent. So Soji, you're on the.
Yes, so as I was saying, DP, everything I hear PMP mention, they can tell you figures about the JLP. But when you ask them figures for the PMP, you must not. But what I'm going to say to you this evening, to them, the private citizen of the PMP, DP, that is why they will be in the wilderness for a very long time. So let them think the people that voted for Andrew Holness on September 3rd are fools. So let them continue to be the private citizens of Jamaica and the private party because they will remain there. But I want to ask Mr. Ingram, why did he switch from the JLP to the PMP?
All right, thank you, Soji. Mr. Ingram, you want to answer that?
If I might first have a good laugh, let me tell you something. From 1972, I've been actively involved in the People's National Party. I'm not like the wave on the sea. Anybody know Noel Ingram from 1972, from the Black Star Youth Club in Kempsey, Clarendon, until today, I'm a dedicated.
So in other words, that's a rumor?
Dedicated.
No truth of speeching?
So don't come with the garbage. Don't come with the absolute rubbish. Full stop. And you can take that to the bank. Take that to the bank.
No. Excellent time now. I did say after Soja excellent. So excellent time now. And you guys are doing good. So let's maintain that.
It is very interesting and noteworthy that people can profess to be a part of an organization and don't know the difference between the Jamaica Labour Party and the government of Jamaica. And it shows how low their knowledge level is. The JLP is a separate organization from the government of Jamaica. And I don't think Noel Ingram came up here saying that the JLP was collecting money. He spoke of the government. So if your IQ is not good enough to understand that,
so
the JLP is separate.
That went over my head. Who said the JLP? Somebody
I'm
said.
just saying what I said.
Yeah,
but what I said. Now let's move on. Mr. Ingram quoted figures that the Jamaican government spoke of. The 150 million US from the CAT bond, the 96.1 million from the CRIF, the borrowings that they got from the IDB, all of those monies that were initially available to the government, which accounted to 662 million US dollars, and then Ingram did his calculation in Jamaican dollars. So Ingram was not lying. Those are no numbers. So if people claim to be in the know, don't know, it is their lack of research.
So who
you can't blame them for that.
Who was saying it wasn't so? Who was saying it wasn't so? Who was saying it wasn't so?
So
who was
you got to understand who is that.
Who was saying it's not so?
You know, I have learned an art of dancing and music in a dance and avoid distractions. I avoid them. So Ingram came up here saying what he's saying. And he's absolutely correct. And he asked a question. My bone of contention is the government, with all the resources that it had, why couldn't it have created a platform to collect money on behalf of the country that gives us a real-time update on how much money is being there each moment of the day? So everybody, so it avoids, because in this Jamaica that we have, the difference in the election was less than 10,000 votes. That means it's a very polarized country. Almost equal amount of PNP and JLP, because when you divide 9,000 little bit by 800,000, you get 0.000 something. And I say this to say, we have a polarized country. People always making speculation. So in the interest of probity, why not have created a platform that would have given you real-time value of the money being collected instead of waiting on somebody?
Why didn't PNP do that?
Can I ask you a question now? Excellent.
I don't believe.
Why
Excellent.
PNP never do that?
Excellent.
Why PNP never do that?
PNP don't have the resources that the government has, sir.
Excellent. Copwood answer that. The only person I hear gave a response supporting what I am saying and asking is Dr. Herbert Gale. When I asked him the question, his response was, come on, PNP. You can't ask for integrity and transparency. I want to lead by example. And I am saying, as a supporter of the JLP, I am saying that this would be a brilliant masterstroke if when the PNP set up their website, them say, listen, the same thing that you're asking for now, excellent. If you put $1, you can see we change to $1. So why is it okay for you people to come and dictate to the government that they need to do this, but you guys are saying, you know what? Go and ask, send a letter and ask about the money if it's so. Or Ingram is saying why you're asking in the first place.
The PNP to shame. The government had the opportunity to put the PNP to shame by using a real time.
No, let's do the tit for tat. The PNP could have done that.
Am I wrong?
No, not the two-way rights. The PMP who have been talking, and this is it. And that is why Ingram maybe never liked the answer that I gave. What, you cannot talk about transparency and integrity and all of that. And you guys have a brilliant opportunity to put the government to shame, but yet still choose for a skirt round and a pussyfoot round the whole argument. And I go ask me now, why you not ask where is the money and how much money? Why don't ask the government? The 3 clips I started with saying the same thing. Extreme on Ingram Live was saying, don't answer that. I've heard one name I said the same thing. Bring up about Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas is not the government. So Vegas setting up something to do. Shaka Fame the same thing. Oh, why don't ask the JLP, which even both of you as PMP supporters saying you don't know if the JLP collecting any money. But your bone of issue now, Excellent, is saying the government should set up something in real time. Again, it's not like we can't get the figure. Both of you quoted figures. Where want to get it from? Thin air or the government?
No. And I think you are being disingenuous. The figures that we quoted
is from where?
Were not figures given by the government out of the money that they collected.
Oh, okay.
And you know that.
Okay.
So stop being disingenuous.
So tell me where you get the figures from.
Those figures, listen again. Thrift Fund, Cat Bond. Those are things. Those are independent of the supportja.com that we're using to collect money.
So tell me more about the Cliff Bond, where that came out of, how that come about. Is the PMP private party set that up?
The PMP signed that off. What is funny about the DP?
Sir,
becoming cynical now on the conversation.
Sir, I ask you a question because I have people listening from all over. And everybody get up and breathe PMP and JLP every day. So I'm asking you if the Cliff Bond, the reason why you know how much them get is because it's the PMP private party set that up so you know so we have money if you pull long from that. That's how that works. I'm just asking, I'm not being cynical.
You're being muted. Yeah, I don't hear you. So, but I'll go back to answer you to say to you, sir. All of us know how much the Cliff Bond bequeathed.
Oh, okay.
Which was signed in 2014.
Okay. And the next money now, the next money alluded to.
What the Cat Bond of the bill.
Hold on.
We're speaking about.
Back up. When did Excellence say the Cat Bond was formed? 2014?
Cliff himself. Cliff himself 2014.
See, it's either this gentleman of a retarded.
Guys, listen, like me say, we're not only on TikTok, we're live on Vibes Corner Radio and on my YouTube page. So for one, the language, you're not gonna be careful. And two, the back and forth, like, yeah, don't do that. So let's recalibrate. Lashika, you want to share something with us?
Go back to the
Excellent. Thank you. Let's recap.
Give me a second, DP. I've been waiting to make a point.
Sorry, yes, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. So as of December the 10th, 2025, and this is the last figure we have, $780 million was collected through the Support Jamaica.org.
And where you find that figure?
That is the published figure.
What date was that?
As of December the 10th. That's the last figure that was released.
Where was that figure released? Where?
I just Google it.
Okay.
So it says credit card donations, US 1,080,000. And $53.2 million in other donations.
Mm-hmm.
So this figure is public.
Okay.
It's public.
Well done. That is well done, Okay, know why
I'm asking the
well, that's excellent, man. You don't like to listen and you like cut people.
Allow the small frontal lobe to finish. Don't get so defensive of the small frontal lobe. Now the question is, you are all here quoting figures from the government while saying that the government is not releasing any figures.
That is the point I was trying to make.
You see, that stupidity or hypocrisy. You are quoting figures from the government, say they collect 10 million here, 10 million here, and then when you do the maths, it's 65 million here. But yet, in the same breath, you're saying the government not releasing any figures. Make
Can
it
I
make
answer now,
sense.
DP? Let me
I
answer.
mean,
Let me break it down so you can
Mr.
perhaps
Excellent,
Pamela.
I am
That was
allow
not
me to
said.
Mr.
That
Excellent,
was
I
not
sat
said.
quietly and
That's
I waited
incorrect.
on
That
you
was not
gentlemen
said.
to make your point. Now it's my turn.
Let him land. Excellent. Him not finish.
Mhm. Now I am saying these gentlemen who, in an effort, because the only way they can feel important is if they try to, make somebody feel dumb. Right? That's the only way they can feel like they are important when they Google some words and come use it. I won't engage in that. But I'm saying the government figures are public figures. These figures are given out at every conference. Right? So every time nobody can get
We're losing you. We're losing you. We're losing you.
and that money
Hold on,
is
Lashik.
collected.
On a device?
Huh?
Are you able to turn on one of your device? Because it's very loud.
Is it any better?
One of
Yes.
the same people that come here every day
Well, if
asking about
hold on there,
transparency.
Chuck. Wait, Chuck. Hold on, Chuck. You hear the echo same way? You can hear it.
Don't think he's hearing it, but we are.
No, I'm not. I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing.
But we are here. We are hearing.
Yes, we're hearing the
ourselves.
echo.
We are
Yeah, but
hearing
yes.
It's not an echo. We are just hearing ourselves. It's not an echo. We are just hearing ourselves.
Oh, is the mix? Is the mix? Sorry, I can't adjust that right now. I'm so sorry.
Right. So it's not an echo. We are just hearing ourselves.
Gotcha.
All right. So the same persons every day that come here and they demand transparency at the government, but yet when you ask about the money that their party collected, them get up in them feelings until they say, if they ask, why you ask? But yet they are saying how much money the government collect. But they can tell you in real time. England just do the maths and tell you how much it transfer to in Jamaica.
That's
so
an
they
incorrect
know how much
statement you are
money
making.
the government
That's an
has
incorrect
collected.
statement you are making. You are misleading. You are
No, I am
misleading.
not
Let me
misleading.
answer,
Just
Mr.
did the
Phil.
maths and how
misleading.
much money the government got in real
Right.
time, and you just transfer it and say this is it.
Let me do.
Right?
Let me
You
wait
just
the
did
last.
the maths.
The last.
Right.
I'll wait the last minute and address Mr. Phil.
Jenko people, I am still on the floor.
I think he
I
was the
sat here
longest
patiently
waiter,
and
so
waited on
allow
you
him to
people.
finish. Go ahead.
What was that?
I sat here and waited on you, Excellent. Allow the small frontal lobe to finish, sir. Yes. So these people come here and they are very disingenuous and they are very misleading to people.
The
fact
premise is
is,
misleading.
the Jamaica Labour Party has not put out a single portal collecting a single dollar. The government of Jamaica has collected money, and that fund, every single dollar that they have collected has been made public. We were given weekly updates, probably sometime even daily updates. In the early part, we were given daily updates at every press conference of the money that was collected on that website. That's what happened. So if you're speaking of transparency now, please have the PMP have a press conference and give us update on what is collected. It's simple. That's what the government did. Now, if you are really interested in transparency, and you, Ingram, said is not just a particular person you're interested in, then ask them to do the same.
All right. So let me just first, you see, I'm going to address the situation. The first point of a lie, and it is amazing that grown people who come up here can stand up and tell such lies. I guess because when you're a mercenary, you will sing for your supper. So I applaud you, Mr. Finley. The first thing is that there was no point in time during the time of the disaster where the government updated the country daily. It was at a 72-hour interval at best. No, Mr. Finley quoted a figure that was on the 10th of December as the last time there was an update. And for those who have sense, today I think we're at the 12th, going to the 13th of January.
But where's PMP figure? Where's PMP figure? Where's PMP figure? Where's PMP
So
figure?
that's the first thing. So imagine that, a month ago was the last time the country was updated on anything about
But you just said
what
you
was
didn't get
collected on behalf
any.
of the country. The second thing I'm going to say to Mr. Finley, I know you don't understand what representation can be, but I'm going to say to you, sir, it is basic knowledge. The figures that Mr. Ingram and myself quoted, these are written up all over in terms of one, these monies were independent of what is being collected on that support Jamaica.gov. Those monies were monies that the country got, one from from two insurance policies, and the rest of them were loans. Right? 50% of that $662 million that were collected were loans. And the other portion came from insurance money. So, Mr. Finley, perhaps you don't understand that difference. There's a pre and a post. They need to go and at least perhaps understand those 2 to 3 what they mean. So don't come and try to mislead people.
All right.
I am still waiting for you to answer where the PMP money is. All of the pretty word and the beautiful speaking, we want you to
Chuck, we're not going to hear that because the position is if we are so concerned, we should write to the party, and the party is not obligated, excellent word, to even answer us if they want to. However, yes, sir, you did. No, you did. You did. And to be sure, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure I cut off this and drop it because I'm not tell lie on people. You said if I'm so concerned, I should write to the party and ask, and the party can respond if they feel like. You said that, sir. So obviously you don't remember what you say. However,
no, trust me. I am not dementic yet. And I hope I don't get there.
Where's Soji there? Soji, allow me to tell?
That's exactly what he said.
No,
That's
sir.
exactly
No,
what he
sir.
said.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
As me say, we're going to prove this later on when we drop this.
If you're a dog, you say yes or no.
Brethren, stop it tracing thing, boss. Some woman there here and them not even talk it, and yo, don't do that. Anyways, so I have some viewers on YouTube, and one of them comment is, what's wrong with these PNP people? They collect the money in the name of the hurricane. They are also a part of the government. We need transparency. What else we have here? I'll read some more later on. All right. Any of the women want to talk? Share with us, Lashika or speaker.
I just have one question and that's it. Just one question.
Go ahead.
How is it that it is public that the pages are there, but it's not fair for us to know how much is already collected at the moment? And no transfer. How is it fair that the page, we know that the page exists. We've heard that the page will be there in aid for the Jamaican citizens. But now we're questioning, and you're saying that you have no obligation to tell us. Do you think it's fair for you to put it out there into the public that you're going to make a page, and now when the public wants to know what is going on that page, now you're saying we have no right to know?
I'm going to answer you, and I hope I say to you, if you are concerned, and I see you have a concern, I cannot tell you how much a PNP has made, nor could Ingram accurately tell you. So if you want a response, the most appropriate thing to do would be to write to the party, write to those who are in charge of the funds, asking that the information in terms of how much money was collected, or has it been dispersed, and all of that be granted to you.
Question for you, excellent. Who is in charge of the money on behalf of the party?
Do you think we have the right to know? Be honest with yourself. Do you think the Jamaican citizens have a right to know?
Anybody who wants to know the right to ask.
I ask you, do you think the Jamaican citizens have a right to know?
If you are contributing, you have a right to know. If you are contributing, how much money is there?
Do you think the Jamaican citizens have a right to know?
I'm answering you again. If you are contributing, you have a right to know.
So I have not contributed directly to the PMP portal. I don't have a right to know. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying to you, if you contribute to the money,
I
you
hear what you
deserve to
say.
know.
And me, I
Don't
ask
spend.
you, me no contribute to the PMP. Do I have a right as a Jamaican to know?
Wow.
Asking that question is your right, sir.
That's kind of ironic still, Mr. Extend. Did you
No,
donate to
I'm
Jamaica.org?
saying to you,
Hold on,
asking that question
a
is
lower
your right.
excellent, a lower excellent. Go ahead.
Did you donate to the website that was created by ADPEM?
I would not donate my money to it. I donate to
Okay,
other
but
individuals.
okay.
So I don't
That's
ask.
okay.
I don't ask.
You don't ask. You don't. But you literally had some questions that pertain to those funding. Did you not?
Even if
not taking any calls tonight. I'm not taking any calls. If you guys want
obligation that the government
no.
there are obligations that the government has to me.
Gemini,
No, hold
give me a
on,
minute,
Madam
wait.
Speaker. You can't
The
take him when me
government
done,
have
man. Wait, man,
obligations
wait.
to me.
Excellent. Good night. Good night.
No,
excellent.
excellent.
Good night.
That's not a straight answer.
Let-
You're
let-
being
let
really
me-
cheeky now.
Good night. Let me make something clear to you. Excellent.
Oh, who's that talking?
You can read it, so like you can read, so you can look and see who light up and say, oh. So let me tell you something now. Excellent. The money that was collected on the Jamaica, where the JLP set up website for people to donate.
No, the
That is
JLP did not set up a website,
That is
ma'am.
not taxpayer money.
The
Those are
JLP did
people.
not set up a website, ma'am. First, for your correction.
I don't want
I'm
no
not a labourer,
correction
but
from you.
I'm
Allow
telling
me
you.
to. Oh, can you give me some
The JLP
protection?
did not have a
I
website.
don't want the program mash up.
Excellent.
Hi, everybody know me
Excellent.
already.
Excellent. Allow her to speak, then I will get back to you, I promise.
But with due respect to your host, with due respect to you, the lady is speaking inaccurately.
It
Don't
doesn't-
allow her to continue.
But all of us at some point say something inaccurate, and all of you will get a chance. I'm going to be here for the next 10 minutes. I'm not sure if everybody will get a chance.
If he's saying something here
But if we
inaccurately,
keep
allow her to
on blocking and stopping, then we're not going to reach nowhere.
Now
So-
restate nothing is my
can't allow the
speech.
person to come here and
Thank
speak
you,
in
host. So back
allow
to
her to speak
what I was saying.
Sir
Doesn't
Ingram,
make
come on,
sense.
man.
Yes, let me explain something to the two comrades on the platform, hosts. You see the same feeling and the same comments we want to have about phone or money we want to collect on behalf of the people of Jamaica when nobody can ask you nothing. You guys have no moral authority to ask us absolutely nothing about the money that we are collecting on our portal. You guys cannot ask us nothing. We're not obligated to tell you guys nothing. And me hear one of us earlier say, the government must go on a day-to-day rundown or a week. I never hear no good rundown of the money. Excuse me? Which
That's
law
an
you get that?
obligation of
Under
the
which
government.
law?
That's an obligation of the government.
Under which
That's an
law in the
obligation
parliament?
of the
When was
government.
that? Ingram.
That's an obligation
Ingram.
of the government.
Mute your mic and allow me from
That's
night
an
here when I speak, you know.
obligation of the government.
Mute on the mic.
Mr. Excellent just said you have no right to know if you haven't contributed.
So as I was saying, thank you, Gemini.
Talking about the government money.
The government, let me rephrase it.
Sir Ingram, can you please allow her?
Of Jamaica is under no obligation to give the PNP or the people of Jamaica a day-to-day running of how the money is being spent. There is absolutely nothing in the law that stipulates that, nothing in the Constitution, no parliament, nothing at all in the books that say that. We have an Auditor General whose job is to check and make sure so everything is intact and the money is spent correctly and we not break no law. So what the PNP and the people who are interested need to do is wait on the Auditor General report. There is nothing that state that Andrew Michael Holness administration must go on a day-to-day running of 1, 2, 3, 4 months that spend. And also another thing was, when the PNP asks about the money that the government is collecting, our Prime Minister was very, very clear for those of us who listen and remember. Not a dollar of the money that we collect from the portal or from the CRIF or from the cat ban has been spent as yet. The Prime Minister said we have to put things in place. That is why we're going to form NARA, where we're going to decide how the money will be spent. The money that we are spending is the money that was set aside from our tax dollar that Dr. Clark, up when he became the Minister of Finance, we only had almost $100 million we only had in that money from PJ time, and Dr. Clark said him up it to 500 million in 2019, and that was the money that we was spending on through COVID. And every time the budget read us, the government put aside money in that money. Really, the money where Mark Goodwin was telling the government to spend because people hungry and people want to buy food. And that is the money that the government is spending from. The government, according to Andrew Owen, said, I have no reason not to trust my prime minister who said that we do not start to spend any of the money that we collect as yet. None from the portal, none from the cat ban, and none from the CRIF. So I don't know what kind of accountability the PNP asks for us. We know what kind of transparency the PNP asks for, because the government will bring legislation to the parliament to decide on how this money will be spent, and it will be laid out clear and publicly in the parliament so the people of Jamaica can see for themselves. So then two nano cents, nano use good for nothing. No, sweet and no good, sweet and big and no sweet. PNP where you up your platform. But them don't make no
Madam
sense.
Speaker, be nice.
And I learn.
Be
You
nice.
see, host,
Thank you.
good that you see in the presence, Bob Marley said something that in the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty, and I can see Munchie is very thirsty.
So Excellent. Me have a personal question for ask you. Why you like to trace Excellent?
You can't quench my thirst.
You are tracing.
Even Mama Lashy. Mama Lashy, give me thirst. You can't quench my thirst. Cause PNP.
Munchie. Guys, again, I just mute all of you. Remember, I'm live on radio until midnight, 5 more minutes. You can't actually cuss and trace and use any words after that, but as Miss Kitty used to say, I don't want to sell rat pies in downtown. So I'm live on Vibes Corner Radio. I can't believe I haven't plugged that out of Connecticut. I'm also live on my YouTube channel, which is DP Live. You guys can go over there and subscribe to my channel and follow me. I know TikTok don't like that, but yes. So, but the nice words, then please use nice words.
I just used a word from Bob Marley that Bob Marley said.
Nobody don't care where you want to use word from.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Problem. And I can see that she's thirsty.
Hold on. So I want to hear Mr. Ingram's voice right now. I want to hear Mr. Ingram's voice. No. I want to hear Mr. Ingram's voice. Yes, sir, Ingram.
Yes. I'm on your host, and I'm really excited being here. But I'm going to hurt you. If people are saying things that are out of context, no make no sense, no continue. Yeah, you say you're on YouTube. And
this is not your program, Ingram.
Madam Speaker.
This is your after church program where you're keeping on.
You
cannot tell the host how to run his program. You're out of order.
I came here and I spoke specifically and deliberately to the money that is collected by the government of Jamaica. That is, my understanding, should be geared towards assisting the people who are out there after the onslaught of Category 5 hurricane and going into 60 days now, beyond 60 odd days now, are not getting any assistance.
So what about the money that was collected for the people of Jamaica by the PNP?
I find it so inhumane.
Ingram, 1 second, Ingram.
Ingram, what about the money that the PNP collect for the people of Jamaica? What about that money? You don't concern about that?
Allow me, the money is collected for the people of Jamaica. And today we are told that 10 billion will be allotted and that will be dispersed at the end of this month. That's a full 90 days.
So what is the point?
The people have been suffering.
And if the government and Ingram, if it was the PNP that power, they would be suffering for years.
It tells you.
All right, so I have to weigh now. Gentle people
would be suffering for more, because let me tell you something, Ingram. My mother is still waiting for her zinc from Hurricane Gilbert from 1988. From 1998, the PNP promised my mother some zinc from Gilbert, and she's still waiting on the zinc to this day. So 3 months is nothing compared to all my mother still waiting on her zinc.
I think we'll leave the PNP.
I have a final question. I have a final question for Mr. Ingram. So, guys, please allow me to ask the question. I have a question for Mr. Ingram. Sir Ingram. Sir Ingram. Sir Ingram, I have a question for Mr. Ingram. I would like to ask him the question.
Go ahead.
Are you aware of anybody from the PNP scamming people, calling them abroad, asking for money, but the money is not going towards what they said the money was for?
If that is happening, I'm gonna encourage you.
No. That's not what I asked you, Mr. Ingram. I asked you if you are aware of.
I'm responding to your question.
No, you say if that is happening, so that means. And I'm talking about two specific females. I don't want to call names now.
This morning, I said this morning, I was about to go to St. Anne to drop off a thing this morning when I heard something yesterday. So I would have been caught in some scam too. Listen, man, anybody who have information about anyone who is scamming people, take it to the police. I'm dead serious about it. I do not put a color to crime. Criminality is criminality, full stop. I do not put a color to crime. I don't. So anyone who have information about people scamming, and it is so deplorable. Anybody who have information, take it to the police.
All right, final question for you. Same thing. If there's allegation of private citizens spending CDF and government money, should people be talking about it on them live like it's something that been tried and jury and all of that, or they should just report it to the police and leave it there?
Politics is politics, sir.
All the police.
Don't ever forget that. Politics is politics. Don't ever forget that.
Okay.
Whatever points can be scored by politicians.
You hear that? You hear that to us? You hear that to us? So it's hypocritical.
So the reason why I ask this, the reason why I ask this, Madam Speaker, from last week, Shaka Fame him have about 10 shows from Saturday till now. Excellent was on it earlier, saying, and Excellent even asked the question earlier about St. Thomas, right? So you notice the difference? When it's on their foot, put it to the police and leave it. But when it's anybody else, it's okay to gain political points and
let me speak for myself.
Could you ask one of the comrade them how CDF money is spent?
If you control the Munchie. Let me speak for you.
No, man, adults. No, my son, not even my son, me can't control him. Turned 18 last week Thursday.
Excellent. Do you know how CDF money is spent? Excellent. Do you know how CDF money is spent?
Munchie, trust me. Let me say something to you, and I say to you.
If you not answer, don't give no speech. Yes or no question. Do you know how CDF money is spent?
I am very aware of this.
I want to say something to Mr. Ingram when you finish
so could you tell the people them who don't know?
Madam Speaker, all right, allow. I'm giving Excellence 10 seconds, and then Gemini says she have a question, and then we're gonna wrap because it's 12 o'clock.
In the discussion has become quite parochial. I'm going to say this.
A matter of fact, we can continue if you guys want, but I need to close the show. So, Excellent.
Excellent. If you not read the room, but not we say not relevant, No matter not give no speech. Anytime the host give us the time to speak, just speak. You don't need to give a param because we don't care. You not the credibility.
Sir, Excellence.
Why she's so parochial and
all right, so you know what I'm gonna do?
Why are you so big?
I'm gonna allow them continue that over there. Let me say thank you very much for being here with me tonight. It was kind of entertaining. What I did tonight was to go Munchie. Somebody's liking you over here on YouTube, Munchie. So the experiment tonight was to actually go live on TikTok and then, loop it into the system. So sorry that you guys can't see my screen on TikTok, but they're going at it. I'm going to close from radio and YouTube and then continue because obviously there are people over there want to hear more. Maybe they're right over there chatting, just listening. Yeah, see, they're still talking. So until next week, I always say, if you can be good, please be careful. I will see you guys next week, Monday, if it's the will of the Father. All right? Bye-bye.
Phillips, all who never knew get with it. So if you see a girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, adjust the habit. Politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat. Voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. shot with DP. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. So if you see your girl's phone and it's my name DP, don't feel no way, or just the habit. Politics, politics, it doesn't matter, me I go talk. Bringing light to the lost so you will get it. DP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Yeah, views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. VP is my name, please don't spoil it. Big up Portland, St. Thomas, Jamaica and America. Come listen my show. On the corner me I bring, come chat, voice your concerns. As I share everything, just know it's a general knowledge. Just know it's a general knowledge. Views expressed, you know the rest. Come chat with DP, call me Damian Phillips. Whoa, ooh yeah, Phillips. Call me Damian Phillips. Yeah. Yeah, DP stands for Damian Phillips. All who never knew get with it. So if you see your girl's phone